Hello, everybody, and welcome to Marquee Gaming Tonight. It's good to see everyone back here again for our 76th session of a Mystical Mishaps this evening. The whole Horde Hunter crew is here, which is always a positive, a plus. Sorry about last week with the abrupt ending. Internet just died on us, which is super unfortunate. We're hopefully going to have a stable internet connection all night tonight, but I guess, see, you never know. But why don't we begin by letting our players introduce themselves and their characters that they are playing, and we can begin after that. So, Rachel, we're starting with you. Take it away. You're muted, Rach. You gotta be a pro. 76 sessions in.
I clicked it, but I guess it was like slightly off the button or something. So sad.
That's the mishap way.
It is. Okay, well, the energy's gone now. Hi, I'm Rachel. You can find all my art stuff over on Instagram at pip400art if you ever want to check that out. And I also stream art here on this channel. It's gonna be tomorrow at 3:30 CST. I don't know what I'll be streaming. I'm really behind on art just because I really haven't drawn all week, but I'm back, so expect something. I'm guessing Mishaps sticker art, maybe Euphemia, I'm not sure, but we'll see. And then for this game, I play, I was about to say Euphemia because she's in my head now. I don't play Euphemia, I play Eleonora. She is a level 6 Warlock ASMR, and she is in a cave that she hates. I don't expect she'll like the caves at any point during this time, but we're soldiering through. It'll be fine.
I mean, does anybody like the cave right now? So,
no,
anybody like it?
No.
Although some people genuinely are like, "Oh, that sounds so fun." I'm like,
yeah, some people would be into
it. Something in your brain is like a gopher, like you want to dig.
You're an adventuring person, yeah. I have a couple characters I think would love the cave, but
maybe.
I mean,
you think Karis would like it?
Yeah.
If you gave her a reward at the end, I feel like she would probably like it. Scissory would love it.
As like we call, so like I always say, B, my cat, is like very food motivated. Like if there's a reward, then so like Karis is very like reward motivated, I guess.
If you like tell her she's cool and you already admire her, she'll go in the cave.
Yeah,
she'll love it.
I worry about that girl every single day of my life. What someone's gonna convince her to do.
We're lucky we had the party we had.
All right.
Yes, I have a scry on you like 100% of the time when you're outside of the house. Like I worry about you.
It's like when people set up cameras for their pets to like make sure you're okay.
But our second player tonight is Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I play Winnie, the level 6 monk, trying to be not just that, but not getting there yet. And yeah, I think I was thinking about, honestly, the cave thing kind of on and off all week, like I'd remember it. And so I'm happy that she was able to do it and I didn't have to. But yeah, I was thinking about it all week. I was like, so yeah, I hope she doesn't have to, we don't have to go back. We find a different exit, like in a video game where you can just find an exit out. You don't have to go back the way you came. So I hope it's what that is.
You do have a hat.
Yeah, that's true. It takes us into the middle of the cave. Like,
it could.
Transports us like
there could be a mishap. It could be a mishap, but who knows? All right. Our third player is Ashley.
Hello, I'm Ashley. I also make art, like this big print that I posted on my Instagram if you want a closer look. I play Euphemia in this game. She's a human druid. She's currently feeling extremely cursed and feels really bad for dragging everyone into this cave of spiders that everyone is hating right now. So her guilt level is like about 3,000. She's determined to make it to the other side, but she feels pretty crummy about it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will see where things go from here. And our fourth player tonight, we have Mike.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael, also known as Bardic Dice. I also failed my con save and stayed up all night and didn't get a long rest, so I'll be hanging out with Dav in the world of crazy oofiness. But he is a level 6 wizard, I think, artificer, blade singer, and I'm gonna use my time now to tell you guys that you should go subscribe to Marky Gaming like I just did, because they're an amazing channel down below. And if you have a Prime sub, you should use that because it's free.
Well, thanks,
Smash
Mike.
that like button, everybody.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you so much for everyone who subscribes to us here on Twitch or on YouTube or follows or whatever you do. All of it is appreciated. Very kind of you to spend evenings or whenever you watch or listen with us. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. I am truly honored that people care about this game enough and us enough to be a part of this along with all the players. So thank you so much. But hello, I am Mark, the Dungeon Master, and yeah, I don't really have a lot to say besides let's play some D&D and start our intro so we can get into that. Hello, everyone. We are back and ready to get into our session this evening as the redemptions are rolling in from the chat. Thank you so much for all of your support here.
You're welcome.
Moved on me again here too. Okay. So let's begin with our recap. And gotta get to the right tab over here. Oh, there we go. Recap. Our party has journeyed to the mountains known as the Mountains of Plenty, and they have begun their journey into the mountains sort of slowly, though. It was a little slow start because they were a little delayed by some mishaps. They had to camp out. They were a little worried about what would be inside the cave too going in at night, so they camped out, and during that evening they were attacked by a murder of murdery groupie crows. And it was pretty rough. Euphemia took a lot of damage during that swarm that came in and attacked her, and a little bit Edison too. But they fought them off. There was a lot of dead crows, a lot of feathers everywhere when they were done with that, and they tried to sleep. Most of them did end up getting rest. Edison and Dab did not fully rest, though. They were a little concerned about everything that happened, or the horrors of what had happened were in their mind fresh, and they unfortunately did not get their long rest, which is a bit of a disadvantage about to go into the depths of a mountain.
We weren't scared, okay? We stayed up to protect the honor of the women there, making sure they could sleep nice and well, because we're gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we tell ourselves.
Yep. But they woke up the next morning and began their journey into the mountain through a seemingly, at least at some point in the recent past, inhabited front section of this cave, in deeper through a little smaller section until they found a tiny crack they had to start crawling through that they could barely squeeze through, had to take off their stuff and kind of push it through ahead of them or pull it behind them. But they eventually made it through with spider webs caught in them and spiders crawling all around them and in their clothes, and it was pretty rough. They made it through, though, into another opening cavern section, and they saw up ahead an air elemental, which potentially is the one that they had fought in the past, potentially. It ran off.
I didn't even think that it couldn't be the same one. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
We don't know how many.
Dang.
I mean, do you know how to distinguish two different air elementals from each other?
Yeah, I'm not elementalist. Come on now.
But they see one, but it also noticed them as Eleanor kind of came stumbling through the crack and rattled some rocks and alerted them of their presence within this chamber. So we are going to begin with combat today, as our stream was cut right when we were trying to get into that. But yeah, that's where we're going to start tonight. Anything you guys want to say beforehand, since we were cut off so abruptly before we switch over?
The only thing I was gonna ask is, and I think I asked it and then I never got the answer because the internet cut off right
Yeah.
out. So I'm scared to ask it, because then what if I ask it again and it's like a secret code word?
That could be the code word.
Cuts off the internet. No, okay. Did they're intelligent? You said.
They seem to have some sort of intelligence, yes.
Is it one of those things where, because I remember you said, like, I was aware somewhat of elementals because of gem stuff, like how it's similar with Fusor. Like, would I know if they only speak like a certain language? Like, would they not understand common type of thing, or?
Give me a nature roll.
13.
You may have heard that they do have their own language. but
Okay.
It is like the air elemental language that they would understand.
Okay.
So it's different than primordial here.
It's not
In this
primordial.
Okay.
Okay. Also, they were redeems. Did you?
Yeah, I'll get those up.
Okay.
just waiting
I
for
just
them to
wanted.
roll
I
in.
didn't know if you remembered.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll get
But
those
that's
up.
all. That was my only question that I wanted to know.
Anything else?
We
real quick?
did say that we had kind of somewhat communicated via gestures that we were going to try and shoot it as
Yep.
well.
You guys were readying attacks at the point
We
that
were,
you kind of
we were
heard.
basically
Yeah.
Yeah.
like ready to target it. So
So,
yeah, that was kind of where we left off.
Edison is still inside the crawling section, so he's a little stuck at the
Right.
moment. Difficult to train and prone at this point, so it's a quarter movement
Perfect.
for him at this
Oh
current
boy.
time.
Oh jeez,
I
buddy,
Gonna be a little
having a rough time.
fun for him to start this combat out. But we're gonna switch over so I can set up the screen, so give me 1 second as everything gets set up. Alright.
fun music, by the way.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And every time your cameras all just like move around. I gotta readjust everybody's camera at the end of this stream.
No.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's my fault. Fix Rachel's camera real quick first, because it's chopping off the top of her head.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I moved mine because mine's at my desk that I work at, so I
It's
I know.
okay.
My camera moves
Yeah.
around.
Kelly,
I try
yours
and
is
put it
like
to
the same
level-
every time. It's
Really?
it's mostly
Okay.
Mike and
Good
Rach
job.
that I get the most issues with, but
Wow.
That is
Oh.
not a surprise to me.
I try and put my head right next to the middle of Bear Devil.
and
And
somehow it
that's
still happens
somehow
every
it's
time. I don't
inconsistent.
understand it, but
Mainly because it's a stand and not like a consistent height or anything. But yeah.
get this here
If I
for the
just, like, slowly
stream
move
to
it again.
see. And then I gotta share the screen with all of you
Ooh.
players. Let me do that real quick. This is going to here.
I'm in a loopy mood today.
And there we go.
This music's like really good, but not helping the loopiness either. I'm like,
Yay.
All right. Redeems
Ooh,
have come in.
great.
Let's see. Ashley,
Or Edison.
Mike, Kelly, and Rach, you all did get your advantage dice to start off the session.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Fortunate that we ended the stream so abruptly because you can all start with advantage dice today.
that did work out okay.
Kinda helped in your favor there. Let's see. We have 2 raises for mishap level, which is already currently at high. I have to update that on this screen overlay.
Definitely how we want to start a fight.
Oh,
And let
This'll
me
be
roll
fun.
for the upgrade. Okay, you're at extreme now.
Cool.
And then a chat blessing. Roll that real quick. That goes to Rachel.
Oh,
Rachel gets the
Because
bless to
Eleanor is-
start.
Sad about the cave. It's because she's so upset. She got blessed.
All right.
okay. I don't remember. I literally had dreams all night about being in a crawl space cave, like the day after or that
Ugh.
night. Yeah,
That's
was
so
rough.
funny.
it's a rough night.
Oh man.
We're gonna roll initiative to start this off. Everybody.
Ooh.
And I rolled everybody else's in advance, so I just need yours for
10.
Rachel. Oh, we lost somebody.
Kelly.
Oh, he's gone.
Sorry. That was me hitting a button that I wasn't supposed to. I meant to put the screen because I was looking at my thing and I was like, oh, what's my initiative again? Just to check. And then I, for some reason, went back on. I hit disconnect. I don't know why
Oops.
that happened.
Rach, you got 10, you said?
Yeah.
Kelly, what'd you get?
8.
All right.
It's not good.
Ashley, what'd you get?
9.
9.
What is happening, guys?
And Dev, you're at disadvantage. What'd you get?
Oh, disadvantage. Yeah, you're right, because it's an ability check.
11 or
Well, that brings it down to 8. And I'm pretty sure Winnie has better decks.
To
man,
8.
guys, we
Okay.
stunk on ice today.
It
We're
was
all
going to be a
close.
12, so I did beat all of you guys technically. But then
You're all
I
clumped
yawned.
together, which is a good thing.
Pretty fun.
Y'all can go back to back, basically.
Adventures. Roll out.
We're just that in sync.
All right, I'm gonna
We
move
are.
the
We
camera
must
slightly to zoom in here
Yeah, that'd be
as
good.
well.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
like a roller coaster.
Oh boy.
4D adventures.
Transported. Yeah.
All right, so you can see all 4 of you are at the front over here. Get my little pointy pencil.
I love Edison.
Yeah, Edison's lying down inside the cavern, so I have him on top of the wall. And then
So
it's
good.
Euphemia,
Yes.
Winnie, and then we have Dab and Eleonora in
Okay.
those positions. And then this
I
is
got
the
to
air
see
elemental.
that
You can see
thing.
kind of around the corner. It's a little hard to see fully at this point, but you all do have visual on it as it is a large creature and taking up those 4 squares over there. Okay. Any questions? And yes, I forgot to dry brush this one. That's why it stands out. It's bad. I feel like an idiot. I have to,
Oh, I
Did
did
you
not
dry brush
notice
that?
until you pointed it out.
I have
So
to dry brush that one, guys.
bad.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
We all would have
Humiliated.
thought it was part of the game if you hadn't said anything.
I know.
Yeah.
I just had to say
Wow,
that
what a
because
cool.
somebody's
what a cool
gonna see that
feature.
and be like, "Whoa, why is that one a different color?" And I just because I'm
Maybe
dumb.
it was a secret
That's fine.
Maybe there's
passage.
water
passage.
flowing down it or something.
I have to go through all of these again to make sure I dry brushed all of them, and I forgot that one, and maybe I forgot other ones. So I'm embarrassed.
This is impressive.
What'd you do with your
Crafting
time off
props.
this
Yes,
week?
sorry,
Nothing?
B-Town. I am
Nothing.
very sorry. I am embarrassed.
I'm never gonna recover from this.
Because of my embarrassment, the air elemental gets to go first and is going to try to wreck all of you.
Perfect.
The air
Sounds about
elemental
right.
will fly over and occupy
Oh.
the space around all
Yeah.
four of you.
It loves us so much.
It loves you all as it just kind of
Yes, yes.
flies into you. You all are engulfed in it, and it's going to whirlwind to begin. I need each of you to make a strength saving throw.
You didn't ask for consent for hugs.
Oh
Yeah, so-
yeah.
I mean, you guys are always succeed on these. Everyone's going to succeed on them. Let's just be honest.
23.
None of you guys are strong, but everyone will succeed.
I need to go get my dice tower 9.
You have a 9, okay.
Oh,
Dav 9,
uh,
Euphemia
14.
14, okay. So, Dav, you're the only one who fails. Look at you go. The guys
boy.
are all stars tonight, apparently. And there is a quick, like, rush of wind around you all, and Dav goes flying. Let me roll and see which direction you're going to fly in. So one will be up on the map, and then I'll go around with 8. I rolled a 5, so you are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, straight back into this wall that you were right next to, and collide and fall prone. And the wind is still kind of around you because there's not really any room to fly out from that spot. Let me roll damage for you.
Doesn't shoot back in this hole like a little tube, like.
He's not engulfed in it, so he did not get hit by this.
Okay.
Like the
Little Willy
bank
Wonka.
tubes.
He is safe within
Or
this.
the pharmacy.
Yeah. I want to do that.
So Dav, you take 16 from just being buffeted by the bits of like rock and stuff that were in it, and
Like half his hit points, man.
I know.
We're like right into this.
Oh, I gotta do
This
this.
is this morning all over again. I both of my characters today have just gotten like decimated and thrown into
Oh,
walls.
no.
It was not a good
The
day.
rest of you take 8 points, and then Dav, because you got flung back into a wall.
Yep.
Granted,
Granted, it was only 5 feet of movement.
true.
I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
Uh,
Probably not.
It says, oh, yeah, you didn't. It says every 10 feet of movement, 10 feet is thrown.
Nice.
I still feel like it's like 5 to 10 would be 1 still.
You make the call. I'm cool with whatever.
I mean, you're technically supposed to be thrown out of it, but you couldn't, so you got thrown up against the wall. So I'm going to do like increments, 5, 10, 15, 20, so on up, just because
Okay.
you run to the wall
Close quarter.
and you take 2 points of
Makes
damage.
Perfect.
Minimal, but it's still going to hurt, and you're prone.
For sure. Ow.
All right. So that is the air elemental's turn as it engulfed all of you, and you're all kind of like holding your place except for Dav. And Edison is inside of the hole, kind of like, what's happening? What's happening? He's just yelling out to you all as he's trying to crawl in, and gets a little closer at this point. He's still unable to exit as there is an air elemental there, and you all that are in his way.
In the way.
All right. I need to check something real quick. All right. Eleonora, it is your turn.
Okay. When I saw it last time, did it look like it hit really hard? Like, not the whirlwind thing, but...
I mean, it's pretty hard if it hits you.
Okay. I will use my action to disengage.
Okay.
Unfortunately. I gotta waste my action for this, but I'll disengage and then back up.
So, like, over here?
No, further. Like by that rock up there more.
Like up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to try and get out of the way so I can do more ranged attacks too.
Sure.
Unfortunately though, that just wastes my action, so.
All right.
Can I help move Dav over so that Edison could get out actually before I leave?
With you gone, actually,
he's
Edison would be able to leave.
Perfect. Okay. Great.
It was kind of a combo
I
of
just
you
wanted
two
to get out
blocking.
of
He has
the
to
way.
move into one of those spots, basically.
Yeah.
To crawl out.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Just-
Mark. And I'm
Yes.
sorry, I forgot to do mage armor in the morning because I was really sick. Can we roll that really fast? From earlier. Thank you.
Let's see. What were you
I
at
was just gonna say, I wouldn't
before
know.
when we started? Okay. I'll give you a pass on the mishaps for this one.
Okay,
Because
thanks.
more fun if we have it live, right? So,
Yeah.
okay. That's your turn. Moving on to
Yep.
Euphemia.
Who's probably gonna get the mishap at this rate.
Yeah, it's primed for you right now.
Ready? I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word at Dav at first level.
Bonus action healing word. Okay, let me roll for the mishap first.
Like this morning all over again.
You do get a mishap. Luckily, the spell works.
Oh, phew. Okay.
And let me roll for your mishap. I always speak too soon. I have to roll because some of the spells fail on the mishap chart too. So it's not just the die roll. Let me double check
Sure.
that real quick. Confirm with you.
I'll just confer the mishaps.
Oh no. Okay.
Does it fail? Oh,
It does not fail, but this is a
Okay.
negative one for you.
Oh, goody.
As you send off the healing in Dav's direction, which you can tell the amount if you'd like.
8. I rolled max.
Very well, thank you.
Always make sure I get the legacy spell when I look up a spell. 8 points back to Dav.
Mhm.
You suddenly find yourself surrounded by this green light that just begins to emanate off from you, which probably is concerning because it's light in a cavern, for one.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
yeah.
you know that the rose is not
Rose
here,
Always.
Mhm.
but
Right.
something to be concerned about. But you
Yeah.
are affected by, you would know the spell, the Fairy Fire, a spell
Oof.
has been cast upon you.
Oh, no.
And you
Right.
automatically failed the saving throw on it.
Oof.
You
Dang it.
have
Okay.
dim light. You're sending out 10 feet from you, and with that attack
Cool.
rolls against you, will be at advantage. So
Perfect.
You see
Okay.
12 black roses that were conveniently in the corner immediately
And
wither away
everywhere.
into nothing.
Oh, no. Okay.
I know
Well,
there's a whole bunch of them too.
Well,
yeah,
there wasn't
it
just
was
one.
definitely extras. Okay. Well, that stinks. I'm gonna use my action to wild shape. We're gonna go bear again. 'cause
All
I
right,
need
now you're a glowing
some
bear.
I'm
Go
a glowing
bear,
bear,
go
and I'm
home.
stuck here, and I'm gonna be taking some hits, I assume. So I'm gonna tank myself up a little.
Okay. With that, if that's all you're gonna do,
Yeah, I'm gonna stay put.
we go to Winnie.
Sorry, I just started eating chocolate because I thought for some reason I had one before me. Oops.
You're all clumped
Um,
together.
Yeah, I'm just eating a bunch of chocolate. Okay. Can I please? I guess my punches count as magical weapons. Can I punch the air elemental,
Punch.
Can certainly try.
please?
We missed
Oh,
you.
there we
Can't
go.
it without
I
you.
got a nat 1, so I'm gonna use my reroll because I want to hit this thing.
Okay.
Hit it.
Oh, much better. I got 17 on the die, and that would make it 24 to hit, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, that hits. Whatever
Yeah.
you just rolled, it hit.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna hit it again. So I'll roll my damage in a second if that's okay. Wait. Before I do that, I'll roll my damage first. Actually,
Okay.
so I want to see if it does anything. 8 damage.
Okay. I mean, you connect with it.
Okay. Do I feel like it looked like it did anything or no?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
it's
In that case,
got this like air substance that you're hitting. It's strange. Like you feel the air rushing around it, but you punch something and it seems to do some damage to it.
okay. All right, I'm gonna punch it again.
Okay.
That would be a 17 to hit. I don't know if that hits.
That will hit.
Okay. That one is a. Okay, I have a question actually, really fast. My sheet says it's 1d8. Like, is the dice that I'm using to roll for damage plus 4? That feels like I feel like that changed in the last time. Maybe I'm wrong. Is that always been what it was?
Let me double
Is it always
check.
that one?
Because it does
I
upgrade
think
for you at some
1d4.
point. I just don't remember when it
Your-
upgrades.
Your monk goes from
I
1d4 to 1d6 to 1d8.
Oh, okay,
Scales.
okay. For some reason, I was looking at it and I was like, I swear that was one, but maybe I'm just
You
getting
just-
confused with.
You might have the new version though that upgraded your sheet. So let me just double check.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
true.
And
So you're
We've
level
had a little-
6.
I
It's a
don't
D6 you should have for damage right now.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, D8 doesn't feel right. Okay, I'll roll it again. Sorry.
That's a good point.
We might
That's a
have
good
to check on your character sheet if the new rules got
Okay.
added to it.
There
But
was a
I'll-
couple things that got messed up.
Yeah, something seemed like different. I was like, I don't think this was it. Okay.
yeah, D6.
In that case, it would be a 7 damage
7
total
damage.
for that one.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows and do it all again. That's a 60 on the dice. I assume that hits.
Yep.
And then that's a 17. No, 16. It's a 16 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And 5 damage, and then 9 damage.
Okay, 14.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and see if I can like maybe go over to where the hole is and try and help Edison out. I don't know if I can or if he looks like, if I'm assessing the situation, it looks like he's able to crawl out fine. I just need to keep the guy away from him.
So right
Not helping
now,
him.
you use your action, so you can't use your action to help him. But
Oh yeah.
if you want to move there for
I might be
next
in a
turn,
position where I could. Yeah, I guess, do I see it looks like he's able to come out just fine, or does it seem like he's gonna need help, or like?
I mean, he'll come out right into the air elemental at this point, but he could get out now that Eleanor has moved.
Okay. I think maybe I'll then try and like move, maybe like I guess stay there, but just kind of distract the air elemental so he can like get out behind it, I guess, if possible.
Okay, so you're gonna just be a distraction right where you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm gonna turn to her. Thank you.
Perfect. All right. That brings us to Dav, who's prone.
I was slowly getting up on his feet. He's like, yeah, we really missed you last time we fought this thing. There's a crack in his back a little bit. I'm just gonna take 2 swings with Thunder Gauntlets, knowing they're either immune or half damage. I can't even remember, but just gonna use it to get out of range. That's gonna be a miss with a 10 and a 13.
Both miss. You need to run to your car at the break.
This is ridiculous. But I have 20 feet of movement, so I'm just gonna go as close as I can to Eleanor as I can.
Okay.
Or even swing behind Barfemi if I have room.
Get over to here.
Cool. Perfect.
All right, so now it's
See those
open.
dice jail emotes, everybody.
Yes, we need those dice roll emotes. All right. Well, that ends your turn then. Get into the top of round 2. Let's see what's going to happen with the air elemental. Topping off the round. Will it recharge its whirlwind ability? Let's find out. It does. Lucky air elemental.
Boy.
It is going to move. You're in space. Gonna move into this one. So Winnie and Euphemia, you're still in it. And it's going to whirlwind again. So I need both you two to make strength saving throws, please.
Nat 20.
Of
Oh,
course.
it's a 24.
Ooh. 16.
Of course.
Yeah. Wait, why you say is the strength ones always fail? Are we always win those? Is
For
that
some
what-
No,
reason,
just-
we're really good at them.
No one fails the save,
Okay.
even though all of you do not have high strength in the
I
party.
have, well, I do right now,
I have
but I
decent
didn't
strength.
before.
Yeah.
I have decent strength. I have plus
You're
4
the
to my.
strongest. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. But everyone else, I'm actually shocked you guys
It's-
made it because that's you guys.
It's plus
And we were
4
on a
to your
cliffside
save,
last
though. You
time,
have
too.
plus 1 normally to your strength, which is the.
Yeah.
So both you
Okay.
save. You'll take half damage on this.
Okay.
You both take 7 points of damage. 1 to the bear form, 1 to you, Winnie.
Yow.
And that will be its turn. Edison crawls up a little bit more, and he will aim with his gun.
I was waiting for this.
Well, lying
From the
down in this hole, trying to shoot this thing. I need to look up if you're prone. Are you disadvantaged for ranged? Let me double check. Yep, disadvantage on
No.
attack rolls.
Oh,
He
really?
was already
Yep, creature has disadvantage on attack rolls if you're prone.
Oh.
He doesn't get disadvantage
was
on
just-
attacks because of exhaustion. It's only ability checks, like skills
That's
and
right.
stuff.
That's right.
But
Oh yeah.
yes, being prone gives you disadvantage on attack rolls. So he's going to fire a shot. It's going to be very loud in this chamber. As just echoes out. That is going to be a 17 hit though, which will hit.
Look at him
Show
go.
off.
He's on it now.
A disadvantage, too.
At disadvantage.
That's cool. No, that's great. We're celebrating that. That's our ally. It's great.
So that is going to end up being, you rolled 10 damage, but all of that does not go through entirely. It takes a little bit of resistance on that. So. All right, but that is, oh, he gets sneak attack too. No, wait, he's disadvantage. Never mind, he doesn't get sneak attack. Never mind.
Even if
Uh,
we're engaged with it.
Yeah, if you have
Yeah,
disadvantage.
Wait,
yeah,
why does he have
disadvantage.
disadvantage?
Because
he's
he's prone. He's prone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Being a little wormy in the hole right now.
disadvantage
so.
negates it.
I don't even know how I got the. I guess the stuff.
Being a little wormy. I love that.
Eleonora, you are clearly a little bit on alert right now. Can you give me a perception roll, please?
10.
10. Okay. That's just enough, actually. As you hear a bit of swirling wind behind you,
No. Okay.
Yeah.
you look
Yeah.
back over your shoulder, expecting probably a very large elemental just like you've seen, but instead you see a very small elemental.
Oh,
Just kind
Like
of
a kid? Like a
peeking
baby?
around the corner. It's
What?
very tiny.
Mark!
And it just looks like it's just like peeking out almost from behind this corner.
Well, joke's over, guys. We can't attack anymore. Let's wrap it up.
That there was a big mama, baby. This is the big mama.
Oh, I'm done. This is so good, Mark.
Oh no!
So,
Yes.
here's the
Oh
little
my
twist
gosh.
of the fight for y'all.
Oh, so good.
Eleanor,
Sorry.
it's your turn. As you now see this tiny little elemental is swirling on the ground, kind of looking over.
Oh no, and she knows they're like intelligent and stuff.
Yes.
Like, how intelligent are we talking? Are we talking about like
Oh,
they are
Lord.
like just a little, like, you know, like a crow
Like a
is
dolphin
like
intelligent or like a person? Kinda?
Yeah.
It's more than animalistic, I'd say. Above an animal. But they're not like
Okay.
geniuses, but they are above
Mhm.
animals. Like they have a language, like they're sentient. So
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Eleonora like looks, and then she just looks so like stricken almost at like this little like guy. So she'll look to the others and be like, "Oh my goodness, it has a child or something."
Something.
Can I actually use my turn to like put my hands up and be like, "We don't want to fight you. We're just trying to pass through."
who are you saying this to?
To the air elemental.
The big one?
I mean, or both maybe, I don't know, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean, if both are looking at me, both.
Okay. Just gonna kind of say it out loud in the whole chamber. Okay. Give me a persuasion with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Oh yeah, you guys are full on attacking this thing. You it's
Oh,
100%
okay, yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I thought it was because I didn't choose one to do it with or something, but
No, this is you're
the
in
fighting
combat
makes
with it.
sense. Fighting makes sense. I'll use my bless.
Okay.
I rolled the same number twice.
You mean you rolled twice? Oh, for the disadvantage.
Well, for
yeah.
a disadvantage. No, like for a disadvantage, I rolled 8 and 8.
Okay.
21.
You rolled an 8 and got a 21.
Yep. With the
Okay,
bless.
Lord.
She's so good at talking.
She's very
Okay.
persuasive.
Sounds good.
She's persuasive.
Is that all you're gonna do?
Well, did I use my action to do that? Or
If you want to try something else, you can. What do you want to do? Besides that, let me know and I'll let you know if you can do it.
oh, well, like I would maybe do like a dodge action or something, I guess, if
Sure, I'll give you the dodge action.
yeah. For
Okay,
now.
sounds good. Eugenia, your turn.
Okay. If I see Eleonora trying to like talk to this thing, I guess what I would do is hold my action to attack if it continues to attack
Okay.
us. If that makes sense. I'll wait.
Okay. Winnie, your turn.
I think I would kind of look back at Eleonora and then would I see the little baby elemental like that she's talking about, or would I be able to see it or no? Well,
Give me a perception roll. A little bit hiding from you at this point, but you can try to see it.
14.
You don't see it at this point.
Okay. I guess I just hear what she said and be like, and probably just immediately go like this. And be like, sorry, and then just kind of let's see. I think maybe it would just be like, we're just passing through. I can heal you a little bit if you want. I don't know if I can answer, but I think she just would ask it anyway, and then yeah, just have my hands up and kind of, and like maybe step back a little bit, but like have my hands up and be like, I'm not doing anything. So,
Okay. Are you stepping back or are you staying in the same spot?
I think I would use maybe the step of the wind to disengage.
Okay.
And step back. Yeah, I'll just do that
Okay.
and
Back up.
step back. Yeah.
Sounds good.
But there's like indicating like, you know, body language, surrendering body language, I guess, of like, you know,
Sure.
that kind of thing.
All right. Is that your turn? Okay. Dav, it's your turn.
I mean, I'm not for anything because I'm not hitting the broadside of the barn right now anyway. So puts up his hands and we'll start walking like around it. So it's like going around. So it's like more towards Barefemia and like definitely away from the little air mantle, like kind of. And then he's gonna cycle through Common, Infernal, and Giant and just being like, sorry, our bad, truce, allies, we'll stop. Could be friends. It's all good. And just kind of cycle through that and try and aid like in Eleonora's persuasion with that.
So I'm going to give Winnie a persuasion roll with disadvantage and Dav a persuasion roll with disadvantage. And we'll see how much the party passes or fails as a combo. That's 2 of 3.
Okay.
Got a strong start for Eleonora.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a bless? I don't.
You do
think
not.
so.
You just have the advantage die.
And if I
A reroll.
reroll, I reroll at disadvantage or
It's a
reroll the one
reroll,
dice.
so you roll again, basically, what it would be. Oh, I got I'll do
18.
chat plus real quick. We got one chat plus that was redeemed a little bit ago. That's going to me. So, never mind.
Okay. But I got
Doesn't
an
help you.
18. I did
Okay.
actually pretty okay.
One of mine
So
is really good, but I'll reroll
That's really
a
good.
disadvantage just to try. Much better. 17.
17.
gosh, that wasn't horrible. It's about as good as I can get.
That's good.
It's about the
Yeah.
highest. I was like plus wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you all have your hands up besides Barefemia, who's like looking like ready to go at a moment's notice at this point. Your chat blessing too. Let me get that real quick. Second one.
Just like walk over, put my hands on bare
Actually,
feet. And say,
Get it.
Cool.
So at this point, I'll roll something. Eleanor, highs or lows?
Highs.
Highs, okay.
That's what I felt in my heart too, if that helps you. So
That does help me.
The air elemental watches as a lot of you begin to back away, and it flies over to here. You have an attack of opportunity if you want to take it, Euphemia. Okay.
No, I won't. I'll back down once I see it's backing off.
All right. So it moved on its turn, round 3.
What's
Edison,
Edison doing?
I'm gonna roll an insight for him. He's good at insight, just to see how well he reads the room at this current moment. But
Well, and Eleanor yelled, like,
you did.
Yeah.
yeah.
I couldn't say anything.
He has disadvantage
Unfair.
because of being exhausted. Still rolled an 18 though, and he kind of like crawls
Right.
into the chamber and just looks like he's ready to go. He has his pistol ready, but does not take a shot currently, as he's waiting to see what will happen. Eleanor, anything you want to do?
So I know it can't speak the language. But I'll like point down the cavern and I'll almost make a motion of like walking around them, like we just want to get past you. And then is the floor like dirt at all? Like,
I mean, it's
Or-
rock and dirty, and yeah, there's a bunch of little
'Cause-
things.
I was gonna like see if I could draw a quick like rows in the dirt and like point to it. To be
Okay.
like, we're looking for this type of thing.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything? Femia?
I'll whisper up to Eleanor and be like, do you still have any of your rituals? Would anything work here?
Oh, I'll take 10 minutes.
So real quick, Femia, you do
Potential.
anything?
I'm just gonna like let my body language soften, like my ears are gonna drop a little bit so I don't look so threatening.
Okay, wait.
Cute.
Sorry, I was looking to see if I had anything. No, I think I would just kind of follow Eleanor's lead and like whatever, if she was like, yeah, kind of just see if when I need to move and all that stuff.
Dav?
Just same, just kind of sitting there with Eleanor and being like, I mean, got anything in that book of yours that's gonna help?
Okay. So as you all kind of stand there for a moment, kind of waiting, the big air elemental turns and almost like picks up the little one and zips down the hall. It's off to the right there and disappears.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
okay.
fair.
So it does not seem like it's waiting around for anything. So we're gonna switch it back over.
Okay.
All right.
So freaking good, Mark. This is
Dun,
the
dun, dun.
perfect
It's
way
a
to
baby
mess with
too.
the game.
As soon as you said it's a baby, I'm like,
I know.
Eleanor's not gonna kill a
Nope.
parent. There's no
won't.
No,
way.
in front of. That's how like every animal movie starts. Like we can't do
Yes.
that.
Every
It's not
Disney
right.
movie, yeah.
That's
Aw.
right, guys. Air elementals can have babies too. So,
It's
They're
the little
lovely
air elemental
parents.
that's gonna save us against the boss fight in here later on. I'm pulling a lever that was stuck in. It'll be heavily elemental
So
gobbles.
cute.
all right.
I was gonna ask, because I wasn't. If we got to it, I would have asked, but I didn't play into it yet. Were air elementals or anything involved in the invasion of the city, Dav's place?
No,
Okay.
you do not see any at least.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure.
All right.
Good. to-
So, yeah. The cavern kind of grows quiet, and Edison, kind of confused, just looks to all of you and needs to change the music. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Sitting here trying to decide if I was gonna absorb its soul.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In front of its kid.
Wow.
Kid?
How the
Never mind.
turntables.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can you imagine that having to look at the kid? Like, I mean, I don't know. Might as well put them together, I guess. At this
No!
point, like,
Oof.
Go full
we
Anakin
just leave it be
Skywalker.
here to revenge
Yeah.
against us later.
There's her dark arc. Oh man.
Kind of
With
similar.
seemingly no plot point at all. She just morphs into an evil character. We don't know
This
what
cave
happened.
just did something to her.
I don't know.
Shouldn't have brought her to the cave.
It's all the spiders.
But yeah, it flies off in the direction down that little hallway off to the right, up ahead of you. But yeah, Edson comes in. What was that?
Apologies. Had a little one. I did not feel comfortable committing to ending it.
I see. You think it's up ahead still?
I mean, it went off that way.
Yeah.
Keep
How
going
long
or
would
we turn
your
back?
How long would your understanding languages work if you end up casting it?
Well, it would be a ritual, so 10 minutes it would take to cast it. But I think it lasts an hour. So
Just in case we come
We're trying to
against
walk
it
by.
again or something else.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think
Trying
it's a
to
bad
explain
idea.
Yeah.
I remembered I could do it, but I don't have it prepared. And I was like, well, I know you can. So,
I can do it. I haven't really had a need for it up until now. I'm glad you reminded me. I'd almost forgotten.
do something right today. because really off my game. I purposely was trying to miss because I understood the situation of Mama Aromato there, and I could feel the vibes of it developing in the storyline. So but I didn't want to hurt it.
Puff at you when you say that.
All right. Calm down. Yeah, I'm full of hot air. Yeah.
So if you all don't mind waiting, I'll try and cast that.
I think it'd be a good
Let's
idea.
see if communication can be possible if we do run into it again.
Wait, if we look at Euphemia, is she still glowy, even in bear form, or is she not?
So that lasts for about a minute, and then it dissipates away.
That's good.
Okay, good.
Do you want to see if you get a ping on your flower while we're doing that too?
I look down at my bear form and then back up at you.
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
We'll wait a little bit, I think.
You're right.
Can I?
What I
Okay, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say what I can do during these 10 minutes is investigate this cavern and see if there
Yeah, same.
smells like anything else in here or looks like anything else might have been in here recently, or if there seems like any other exit other than the one we initially see.
Okay. So you're just staying in here, though? You're not going down the hall?
I won't go down the hall until everybody else wants to go.
Okay. So give me a survival roll. Or perception roll. Either one could work.
Can I roll perception?
Sure.
For looking.
I'm gonna use my bless too, just
Oh yeah,
because I can.
forgot to mark that on the screen. Off now.
Okay. Let's see. And 19 for survival.
Okay.
13 for perception.
Okay.
Sorry.
So Winnie, there's not a lot that you notice in here. It's pretty empty. Doesn't look like there's much. Euphemia, you pick up a faint, very faint hint of like almost an acidic smell that isn't natural. So I'm not quite sure what it could be, but it's a very faint smell that you get. You feel though like perhaps some of these walls have had a little bit of acid dissolving them to make this opening though.
Interesting. Okay. Would that ring a bell with any of the creatures we discovered, like we researched about cave creatures?
I
We
mean,
did a lot of library research.
there are certainly certain types of like monstrous bugs that could use it to help burrow or dissolve prey. That would be
Okay.
a possible thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. Noted at this point, since I can't say anything.
Yeah, only you notice this. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
And Rachel, you got another bless.
Oh, thanks.
Woohoo.
Yeah, but I'll ritually cast comprehend languages.
Okay. That's good. All right. You have that up the last 1 hour, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, before order of events, before I do that spell, I would take some time and do a couple small sketches of trying to communicate things for it. Like, I'll do a rose on like a cavern wall type of thing to like make it clear it's in a cave. I'll draw a picture of like what's supposed to be the two and us like not harming each other, and like an arrow like going around, like just like really simplistic pictures trying to communicate the intention. And then I'll cast comprehend languages.
All right. All right, you have that up.
Okay. Sorry.
My
I'm
goodness.
trying so hard not to yawn over here. It's making it so difficult.
Me too.
All right.
So, and once it seems like everyone's ready, we can go forward. I guess I'd look around the corner first.
Yeah. I would likely take the lead unless anybody else jumps in front. Since I'm still kind of buffed up.
I would at least be next to you if I could, because
Yeah.
so I can see if I can hear anything or whatever.
Okay. So you begin to move forward a little bit down this passageway that kind of turns off from here. Keeping an eye out for any other dangers up ahead, sniffing around, that kind of stuff.
Is she still glowing, by the way? Or is she
No,
good? Done?
that left
No.
after about a minute
Yeah,
of
she's
the
awesome.
fight, so
Yeah.
Okay.
she's all good.
Cool.
You continue up ahead a little bit, not terribly far, maybe like 40 feet or so. Oh, did you say you did the rose spell, by the way? Or you can't because you're bear form. Never mind.
I can't right
Sorry.
now. Yeah.
Never mind. I remember it was mentioned,
That's
but yeah,
okay.
you can't do it right now.
Yeah. No, I'm waiting. I'm gonna hold on to my form for a while.
That's
I
fine.
think. We don't know.
So you go up ahead about 40, 50 feet or so down this passageway. It's sometimes kind of narrow, sometimes a little smaller or wider, just kind of varies a little bit. It does look like there is, for you, if you can notice that little bit of like almost like acidic burn on the stone. There's like crumbly bits.
Okay. Is it visible or am I only smelling it?
It's slightly visible, like you can kind of see it.
The second it's somewhat visible, I would indicate it to everyone else so they can see it.
Okay. The three of you, give me nature rolls to see if you understand what she's pointing at.
I would kind of make even like a motion, like scraping the wall or something too, like kind of like
17.
it looks like it was used.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to? Are your nails hurting?
Yeah,
Natural
I don't
20 to a 3.
Yeah.
We're like
I mean, if
drooling
you-
a little bit, like, huh?
If you need some
What?
privacy, we can wait here if you need to go back to that room or something. And
So as you begin to indicate that, Eleonora, you seem to be able to understand, and Edison also seems to kind of comprehend it at this point, what you're doing. But the other two, what?
thank you, Edison.
I'll just translate for them quietly. This seems to be
Well, and if it sounds like
acidic
you're saying
substance
what
on
I
the
mean,
walls.
I will emphatically. Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, that.
Wait, what's that, Euphemia? You see acidic substances on the walls?
What?
Take us to the
Shut up,
well where we
girl.
found them. Yeah, I don't see it in the charades, but if you say so, I don't know.
All right. But you pursue forward a little bit, and you reach again out a little further. There's a little more visibility of that acid stuff on the walls. But as you arrive, you notice like a piece of rock that has fallen off of the wall is on the ground. But what you see, Euphemia, with your keen eyes, is there looks like there is some sort of hole underneath that fallen rock. There's not a lot of space to kind of look into it. It's kind of just like small openings that are too small for someone to fit through. But there is a hole this rock has fallen on top of, it looks like.
Does it sort of seem like it was done intentionally to cover the hole?
It doesn't look intentional. It more just looks like wear of maybe the acid or things like that causing the rock to crumble, and like a section from higher up was maybe bumped or dislodged somehow and it fell after some time.
Weird. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would point it out if I'm seeing it. How close are we already to it?
Like you're right up to it. You can see the hole. You can see it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I would point it out to everybody.
Is it big enough for a person to fit through, or?
With the rock on top, no. But it looks like the hole might be big enough for a person to fit through. if you got the rock removed.
If I stick my little snout down there and give it a good sniff, does it smell like the acid or any other creatures down in there?
You get the scent of the acid from there. Yes,
Okay.
it's not terribly strong, but you can kind of smell it.
Okay, but it doesn't smell like there's like a whole bunch of bugs hanging out in there.
No, you don't hear anything either when you kind of listen.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
I can move the rock if it looks like you're doing that. I don't know if it looks like you're doing that though.
If you like look in the crack, even it looks like this hole goes down a ways. Like you look and it does not look like you can see the bottom of this.
Okay. Is it blocking like the entire passage? I guess that's what I'm trying to visualize right now.
It's
This
like
big rock.
basically
Like this is the
there
way. Basically,
is like a
but it's
hole that
being
comes
blocked?
up and then it turns into the hallway that you are in, and that's it. Like there's nothing else beyond this point. So it's hole over.
And the rock's in the way.
The rocks covering the
Skinny.
hole. Yes,
That's our only path forward, you're saying?
currently yes.
Would be move the rock, essentially. Or we
That
can get
seems
over
like the only option forward from here is moving the rock or somehow
Yeah.
bypassing the rock.
There's not really a way over it, like
It's a
if we were
wall.
to
It's a dead end.
climb. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
it's a curve.
Mhm.
There's no path forward that you see ahead of you.
I got it. Okay. I was just trying to picture it. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would look at Winnie and kind of like push my shoulder against it and see if she
Yeah, I'll
wants
start.
to try and
I'll still
help.
trying to help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Need
I
to
mean,
look
if,
up.
if we can all start, but
So
Yeah.
part of the problem is there's not really anywhere to push the rock to because it fell
Yeah.
off the wall from above.
And how big is the rock? Like chunk wise?
I would probably categorize this as a large rock if I had to. It's not like fully 10 feet, but like it would occupy essentially that space. It's pretty large. It would be very heavy.
Like boulder size.
Yes.
we're looking
This is
at.
Big
a
old
chunk
boulder,
of rock
yeah.
fell off the wall and is blocking this hole. It is not just, okay, move out of the way.
So I feel like a few targeted like thunder punches could loosen it up and crack anything to help maneuver this at all.
You can certainly try. Would you like
All
to?
right, guys, I can try and punch certain parts of it and see if we can break it apart. But that's all I got.
does it give? Can I look around the rest of the cavern? Does it look like it would cave in if we had a bunch of sound, or does it seem like it would be okay?
Give me a nature roll for this one too.
I would probably ask someone else to give it a second
Yeah.
opinion because, yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
proficient. I can also
Yeah, roll it.
if you want, or I can give
Ooh.
you advantage.
You can roll as well. I got a 19 though.
Ooh, that's good. I did not get very good. I
Or
got
wait,
9.
actually. Yeah, 19.
19.
Mhm.
Yeah, I only got a 9. Take your roll.
Okay.
It's a good thing you rolled.
So,
I've
yes,
been in
Eleonora,
mines before.
having some familiarity with mines, maybe not like as much as your
Yeah.
brother would have, but you have some
Yeah.
experience. You are aware that cave-ins are possible. So if anything that would be potentially unstable has the potential to come caving in, and thunder damage potentially could have an impact on that. The assessment that you have as you kind of look around is hopefully this would hold, but if it takes too long, it might not. So if it's something that
Oh,
it
like
has,
a bunch of it
if it
type of thing?
if you could get through it quickly, potentially you could do it real easily. He struggles to get through
Too
it.
much thunder.
It potentially
Yeah.
could create instability in certain sections. Whether that means where it would fall, you're not sure, but there's a chance. So it's a risk, but you can try it.
Okay.
You don't notice anything like obvious as an instability, but you did see like one section of the wall did fall off already.
Right. That's why she was concerned. Yeah, so she'll just like explain that to them. So I don't know if there's another alternative, then we could try that. If not, if you think you can go through quickly, Davril, or if any
Wait,
of us could.
does Euphemia's bubble hold in sound or no? It's just like smoke and stuff like that. I'll get Euphemia and see. No, okay. I could also, I don't know if this would hurt. I don't think it would hurt me. Or if it did, it wouldn't be that bad, I don't think. Could I try and punch at the same time as you? So that way we could like double try and like do some force. Would that help or would that make it worse or harder?
Yeah,
You're
Mark,
rolling
if we all kind of combine abilities to go faster, would that be something, or would you not count that?
Let me look at one thing.
I know in Shatter it typically does thunder double does more, but I don't know about just regular thunder damage.
Yeah, regular thunder damage one. You needed the spell that would
So I figured.
do more. I believe. I'm trying to look up the rules on the damage thresholds and types of damage for different objects as well. Because I see the AC for this item. I'm just trying to find where the list is for the threshold.
I've been wondering about thunder in these caverns since we knew we were going in caves.
That's why I feel really like I have a
Interesting.
rapier, but like pretty useless here.
Although, actually, sorry, I have a question too. If my would I know if my got like my now fists now count as magical weapons? Would I know that would be extra effective? Like damage,
That only is for
basically?
overcoming things that are resistant to non-magic.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that would
I didn't
only
know if
have
it
an
was like
impact on that.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys, it seems like you could try it, but yeah, there is a threshold that you need to make to be able to even do anything to it, for one, and then you'd have to do enough to break it in that time period as well. So it's up to you if you want to try it or not.
Could I just examine this boulder closer and see if it looks like there's any weak spots, any cracks that we could start
same,
at that
actually.
would give us a better...
Sure, you guys can give me investigation rolls.
Does everybody, or is this the 1 and 2 rule?
Anybody who wants to do it can do it. I'll give everyone a chance. Who
Is
wants
Edison going to too?
He can. It'll be a disadvantage, but he can do it. Yeah, there's a good roll for a disadvantage.
I go down to my car on the
Not
break.
Okay. So Edison rolled an 11. Anybody else?
I got an 18.
I got a 2.
2.
I also got an 11, so matching
right.
Edison.
So again, the keen eyes of the bear, who cannot communicate any of this stuff very well, begins to examine this rock. And as you look at it, you begin to realize this looks heavily to be adamantine, which would make it
Wait, what's that mean?
challenging to break.
Oh.
Is there?
It's like,
Oh, I guess
it's not like refined adamantine. It's kind of mixed and stuff, but it is adamantine of nature.
Is the adamantine like kind of visible in the rock at all? Like if I were to scratch it, like does it like flicker at all?
You realize it's there. It's,
yeah.
It's kind of a knowledge eye to be able to discern this, though. That's part of the difficulty of it.
Right. I'm gonna step back. And
no one else rolled high enough
like,
to identify it. No one else understands it.
I know. She sighs. She like paces back and forth for a second or two, and then I'll drop my wild shape because I can't. She's like thinking about how she's gonna do this, and it's like
You can't like hit it with like a certain tone with her like nails.
Well, if it's like a matter of identifying the mineral, yeah, it's too hard.
Yeah.
If only I could be a bird, man. This would be so different. So I'll just sigh and I'll turn back into myself.
Okay.
I I don't know if we're gonna get through this. There's a lot of here, and I'll go closer and say like there's a lot of adamantine in this mineral. Like it's unless we have acid, like whatever this creature is that's dissolving it. I don't know.
It's not impossible. It's just gonna be more difficult.
It's
It's not
like
refined. Like this is not the pure form. This
Yeah.
is raw. So it's not like it's armor type of stuff. Just so you know.
Right. But I do think if we're talking about the essence of speed and effectiveness, I don't.
They even told us in the
Terrible.
mine it took like special adamantine tipped tools to get through it.
Is there like a way that we could chip away at the bottom floor of it to like get into the
Widen
hole?
it.
You try.
Does it look like that also is adamantine?
The ground does not. Just this rock does.
Does you have a spell that makes people bigger and smaller, right? Does that only work on people?
I don't have it today, and I think it's a willing creature or a creature.
Makes sense. Be awesome to make it really small, put it in your pocket, and then like take it somewhere.
Would be convenient, wouldn't it? I mean, I could. We can't really see the bottom, right? We don't know that there's a.
Nope, you don't see a bottom
where
when you
we-
peek through the little crack.
Mhm.
I mean, most of your dark vision goes to 60 feet, and Winnie's is 120, I think.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
not that far, but
Sure. I was gonna say, I mean, I could I could misty step down there, but I don't know where the bottom is. That doesn't seem like a good plan.
you certainly
I think
try.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
She's saying it out loud, going, "I'm not doing that," but I thought about it for a second.
You know, in the moment when you're really stressed out, that doesn't always sound like the worst plan in the world. I don't know, I'm just saying, you know.
I could be something smaller and go crawl down there and see if I could find a different way, but then I would have to go alone since none of you can fit.
If there's a different way, I don't know how we would get to it, even if you found it.
That's the problem.
So if I'm looking at it, can I see into the hole to like a space that'd be big enough to like Bamf mic him into?
Just a hole, right?
I mean, Micah and Babs to you. Micah might have to go into the hole if you wanted to do
I
it.
think I can. Yeah, I can do it within like 30 feet of me, if I remember correctly.
Double check that, but
Yeah, that's why I've always put him on the roof and stuff. Generally, you can do this forever. As an action while it's temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of you.
okay. Sure, if you want to put Micah in the hole.
Just don't know if
Well,
I get
why
a
don't-
vision real quick and then devamp it to save resources for you guys.
well, Euphemia, do you want to check and see the roses at this point?
I can. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll cast it ritually a little ways off from the area. Like I'll
Okay.
go back down the hallway, I guess.
So you
You
go
were
back.
at the flower would be right down there.
If it
There's-
seems like
Essentially.
it's below us, then maybe it's worth it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Go back a little ways. Ritually cast it. What are you doing while you wait, everybody?
I'd be looking at the floor, trying to see if there is a way or an angle we could like potentially dig to get to it without
Yeah.
it being like a huge
It's rock,
deal.
but you could try.
Would I know what would be good against, I forgot what you guys said it was called. Whatever it's called.
adamantine.
Adamantine. Would I know if other amounts of adamantine would be good against it, where it's like, like this hard rock, if I like we're gonna take another rock and try and like hit a weak spot, if that would be extra effective or no?
Give me.
We could fill her in because the miner told
Yeah,
us, right?
you got a little bit of information about it, so you could tell her some stuff. But
Okay.
Yeah, the
yeah.
old miner is telling us adamantine tipped materials that when it's refined is what's used to
so
kind of break it up. I think a raw versus raw is
gonna be the
isn't
same.
really specific, but yeah, it might cancel out a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably help a little bit than regular.
Essentially, what you guys know about adamantine is it's basically an element that nothing's good against, because that's the whole point of it. It's
Oh, okay.
meant to be like hard to damage by anything, essentially.
It's like trying to get through diamond or something. Like,
Okay.
it's like Wolverine's claws. Like, it's nothing's working on this stuff.
Can I see where it fell from and maybe try and see like what caused it? I don't know. And also if this acid creature or whatever, see if there's like any more holes or traces of like if I see where it was in the past. I don't know. Just kind of investigating.
Yeah, basically, you just see. Seems like as a group, you all feel like something maybe crawled up here, creating this hole, and over time, the wear and tear of things dislodged this chunk of adamantine rock over the hole.
I think I get it, Mark. Okay. I see the hole. I reach into the hole and see the saw that I saw with the table. Just kidding.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
Not that riddle again.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Did I miss any information?
Not really.
No.
So,
My brain hurts trying to phrase it.
anything else while she's casting, or is that just you're waiting for her to cast?
Mostly waiting for her to cast, I think.
Okay. So you cast your spell. No mishap. But it is below you. It's not like directly straight down below you, but it is down below you about a mile.
So from where I cast earlier today, does it feel closer or about the same distance?
You've moved closer. Like you moved into the mountain more. It was like an angle down, and now it's a little less of that steep angle.
Okay.
Question just for mental sake. Boulder. If all 4 of us or all 5 of us were able to like get a good grip, is there enough room just to like are we just missing the simple step of rolling this out of the way mentally?
So it's big enough that there's not a good spot to roll it to. That's part of the problem. And it's extremely heavy as it's large. You could potentially, if you had enough strength, try to lift it up so some people can squeeze through, but trying to get everyone to squeeze through might become a challenge at that point.
What if I guess I'll go through what I don't know if it's possible. What if me and you as Barathemia, or maybe I don't know, whatever has the most strength, we all try and move it. I hold it while Dav and Eleanor go down. Then I go down if possible, and then Euphemia, you could turn into something small that could go down.
We'll remind you though,
Is that anything?
you can see 120 feet down and you do not see a bottom.
That's what I was just gonna point out.
True.
Yeah,
that's true. It'd be jumping. What would it be?
I mean, I do have featherfall. I don't have spells, so
right. You would have to set up a rope to
it'd be repelling
down, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, there's no coming back. You're not lifting a rock from underneath it.
Right. Well, we could transport out potentially.
That is also fair. Keep forgetting about the hat.
Me too. If we had a rope and all of us basically we all tied together and maybe tied to the rock or something strong that would hold, or something that would hold us up here and slowly rappel down. I don't know. But
I mean, if I'm just throwing it out there, if we sleep and I'm somehow able to get back my spells, I do have ways to make acid through some of my artificering stuff. I just don't have access to it. But again, that's not
Mountain
guaranteed either.
melted. Is if there was like an acid thing, would it be like, Mark, would you have it be like hit points still? Like you'd have to make a whole bunch of acid? Like I never know what
It would-
solutions are actually realistic, or if you're going to be like, that
So-
doesn't work. Sorry.
Just to be
So-
kind of what you guys have discerned, your options currently: turn back. That's number one. Turn back.
Yeah.
Try to find alternate route. Number two, someone could try to lift this rock, or a team of people can try to lift this rock. I will say trying to have that last person or persons get into this hole will be quite a challenge then, because trying to hold the rock up and try to move forward will be extremely difficult, and this is a very heavy rock. Number three, try to break the rock to make a pathway forward. That is an option as well. Number four, you could potentially try to crumble things around the rock and see if that helps anything. You're not quite sure what would happen with that. And then if you do get that opening open, sounds like you would have to climb down with
Like a rope or
ropes.
something.
because
Mhm.
Featherfall seems to be off the table today.
Yep, sorry.
So you can wait a day
do
if
think-
you want to try. I mean,
How long have we been walking a fair amount today?
you're not
like
Do you have
terribly
an idea
far,
what time
and
it is?
this is fairly
Okay.
early into the day still.
Mhm.
You basically woke up, went in, crawled, and then got into this fight and found the hole.
If you're looking to go forward today, crumbling around the hole sounds like the easiest, best plan. First, minus a cave in, but
There's potential for a cave-in if you do any of that stuff. Potential for the ground to break out from underneath you too if you do the ground. If the ground is
Mm.
hey, the
unsafe
rock will
beneath
move
you,
with us potentially. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
everyone can fall together though with the rock. Rock falls, you all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
It's
I
not
feel
big
like
enough to
trying
crush
to
all
break
of
it
you,
apart.
so it's your choice.
I was trying to. We could
And
try to break it apart first. I guess.
Keep
I
rolling,
don't know.
Rachel, for the bless, but it all goes into mishap level.
Uh oh.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I really don't think we're breaking through the adamantine, but I think opening the hole underneath would be more option. That's just my take.
We can do whatever.
Just worried going back to the solution before. If we try and break the actual adamantine, it's going to take a long time, and that's what was the big concern for a cave in.
That was what I wanted to point out at least. Yeah.
And I guess I'll look at Euphemia like we do want to go down, right? Like the only way down, I guess, would be this is a
That
good way
we've
down,
seen.
right?
That we found.
Because this was the only way forward, right? Like through that hole. That's kind of what we found.
Yes, or we could go back outside and see
Outside.
if we could
And
find
see
another
if there's
entrance
another way
lower
in.
down, potentially.
Yeah.
That could be an option. Like, we don't even know if this will connect to where she senses it. We don't know anything. We're just sort of going in blind.
Reach into my pack and pull out a shovel.
Oh, do you have a shovel?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine.
Wait, do I have a shovel?
in my adventuring
Do you
gear.
have in the climbing gear? Would there be like a pickaxe?
No, that wasn't part of the gear.
No, there wasn't. Okay.
You have to have something to put the
Like a hammer.
I'll have a shovel too.
piddles in. So,
Mittens?
I have a shovel as well, so I guess I'll see Dab do that and be like, okay, and just start kind of following lead.
I'm
and-
just waiting for approval on it. I'm just pulling it out and
I mean,
leaning on it. So.
These are small shovels because they're backpack shovels.
Yeah.
But you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nothing big. Hmm.
You want to try to shovel your way through rock, you can.
I mean, like, the ground.
Rock.
Yeah, it's
Ground is
rock.
rock.
Like,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah,
yeah.
that's fair. Right.
I mean, Euphemia, what do you think? You're the one that I think
Yep.
has the most at stake here. Do you have anything that you could do?
I think I said this, but I want this to be clear too. The rock is not pure adamantine. It is sections
Correct.
of it are adamantine. So
We could try and break it apart. I think trying to break
we
it apart
could
may be our
still try-
simplest option.
And break the rock apart.
Between the veins.
Right. I just think you would want to be careful about where you're aiming and see if you can find spots that look weaker.
Like I said, I can try and help too. I don't know if that would help really, but at least it'd be
Well,
people hitting it.
we could try and monitor too.
I
The
mean, I
cave?
can turn into
Yes.
a much stronger horse than a bear and whack away at this thing with you and hopefully make a little more progress, but we
DM,
would
Yes.
how does taking off my armor and donning on to someone else to give them my gauntlets work? Is that even possible, or is
They
it
do
created
not
from me?
have the ability to use your armor. It is only you
Yeah,
who
it's
has
like
the
only
ability.
the ours. Okay,
Yep.
that's what
You're
I
the
thought.
only person who knows how to use the armor.
Okay. No Iron Man 3, put it on
Nope.
someone else move.
Nope. This is solely for you. You can't make someone an artificer just by giving them your armor. Not how that works.
What about some sunglasses with like an AI
A little password.
attached to them?
Micah, hand over skill sets to Winifred. Dun, dun. Anyways, went down a rabbit hole there.
I think if we're already here, it's worth trying. If it looks dangerous, though, I think we need to consider the risk and if there's maybe the chance of finding a different spot to get through. Like if it starts looking risky.
Like if it looks like it can't hold
Things are
much
about to
longer.
collapse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just my 2 cents. If we're trying to be more finesse around these veins, I'm tired. I don't know how well I'm going to be with my gauntlets. If you take like a dagger or something, or your fists, like and you're hitting weak points, we're trying to crack this thing apart and hit with very specific spots. I do think actually that Winnie and you would be better than me in this instance. Just
But your rolls don't.
Your attack rolls are not at disadvantage.
Your attack rolls aren't at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's only
yeah, but I've been rolling.
I can.
Like, crap. That's also why I was rolling really bad earlier. I forgot. Thank you guys. Okay.
I mean, I
Okay.
can spend a little time and
Whoops.
point
I think it's level 2 or something.
It's been a
Or
long
3.
day.
to. I can spend a little time indicating to all of you like what to look for since I noticed it, so that you know.
I think it's worth a try, yeah.
I mean, yeah, do we know what type of attacks are good against rock? Like, is thunder a better one? Because, like, if we're just punching a rock, is that even going to do anything?
I mean, do we just blast it with a big thunder wave and hope? Like, I can't
Yep.
target that very effectively.
I also have a dagger too, so I can try to be more specific, but I don't know.
Because you rolled so high on your check for adamantine, Euphemia, regular damage like bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, probably not going to be super effective. Thunder probably would have an effect of some degree, depending on if it can be strong enough to hit or break the threshold that would cause damage to it.
Right. I mean, I have some big spells left in me. I could try a really big one, but the risk is there that we overshoot it a bit.
Well, if that has a fair amount of distance, we could always stand a bit away.
It's only
But
15
the
feet for
one
me.
thing about Thunderwave is it's a 15-foot cube.
That's yes. Yeah.
Not a specific target, so it would be everything.
That's what I'm trying to say.
In this chamber would take 15 feet
It's a
or
risk.
all the thunder damage.
I
so.
can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
it would take the damage. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can do a lot of damage, but I can't direct it today.
Gabriel, I think you're the only one that's going to do much. Unless, Mark, you think my Eldritch Blast could do anything.
Try.
That's force.
You
I mean,
could try. I mean, I'm not going to stop you guys from trying something. Just
And
you want to try
one or
something,
two
try it.
shots is not going to hurt. Yeah.
Can I,
Alright, well,
as we're like talking, can I just try punching it really fast and just seeing if it does anything?
Sure, roll an attack roll.
Just want to give it a try. Just a regular old punch.
Yep, give me a
Just
regular
punch
roll
someone.
attack roll.
That is gonna be 22 to hit.
All right, you punch it and your hand just hurts. You did nothing to it.
Wow. Okay, and I'll be like, okay, that's off the table, and just kind of like crunch. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I heard that crunch. That was really poppy.
Not really bad.
I miss my booming blade.
Mark, what did my people do to mine?
You didn't have to
What did
deal
they
with
use?
adamantine. You had regular old stuff,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
you're good in your minds. Adamantine's to this southern section of the mountains.
It's a stupid plan. I'll put Arbor of Agathis on myself, and then I'll go, whoa, like by the rock, like it, and then a bunch of damage. Do you think that'll work?
And I'll Misty Step down in, and perfect. We figured
We
it
did
out.
it.
It's
Perfect.
All right,
Nothing
Davril,
go
I
wrong
think.
with this plan.
Yeah,
No.
Davril, I think you might be needed. I can also use magical.
Remind me, Mark, what you were saying was going to be the criteria to release Bless and get Booming Blade back. Is it just like releasing it, or is it going to be like over a long rest,
I have to
studying it
do
again,
remove
and things
curse.
like
It's
that?
remove curse was.
Oh, to
seemingly
remove
the
first
thing.
was that? Okay,
Get
okay,
rid
I
of it.
can remember.
Yeah.
If she targets it with remove curse, can probably
That's
reset
what it
that.
was. That's what it was. Okay. He's like, I guess I might be able to give that up to help now if needed. Okay, good. Yeah, all right. I'll give it a shot. Winnie or Euphemia, where should I punch?
Yeah. I'll
Whatever, like,
show him a
guide.
spot I think that maybe looks a little less adamantine-y.
Okay.
Maybe a little more.
And then I'll kind of dual wield, kind of like a punch, and just kind of try and like hit high and low and like into the same vein.
Could I try to do it the same time as him? So we're like immediately after him type of.
We'll let him do his first, and we'll see what you can do afterwards. Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
go
Also,
ahead, do your
while
punches.
he's doing that,
Hmm?
can I monitor like the cave to see if like anything's moving or if anything looks like
Yep.
shady?
Yep.
It's gonna fall. Okay.
I'll roll the bless two that just came in, just in case it goes to you, Mike. Even though they're all been going to Rachel.
Much appreciate.
Oh, it's Ashley.
Hey.
All right.
I did use mine, so that's cool.
You did.
I'll use another one.
So good. Well, 14 on one and 8 on the second attack.
So, as you
Or
punch
either.
this, you're just not hitting in a spot that it feels like it's connecting. Kind of just clunking off of whatever stone is there. Your thunder damage is just kind of like bouncing back almost at you.
All right. Awkward. Are we good? Is this game all right?
You look around, nothing seems
As-
to have moved at this current moment. But that's 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys want to keep trying? Are you gonna try?
Should I try?
I kind of think you should, and we could all stand back a ways,
Yeah.
which buys us a little reaction time in case something happens.
Go for it.
All right, I'll try to do Eldritch Blast force damage on the place she indicated.
I might even I'm sure I have something from a piece of charcoal or a pen or something. I can just put a big
Good
X
big
Oh
target.
yeah, mark
so
it.
you can see it.
Oh, Rachel.
We're fighting a rock right now.
I know this
I
is
know.
horrific.
This is so frustrating.
It's a big rock,
I
guys.
know.
It's a big rock.
It is
No.
a big rock, to be fair. It is.
I'm using my reroll because I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
All right, using your roll.
Oof. Dice jail.
Use the emote tonight, guys. Dice jail time.
I'm using my bless as well.
Okay.
This rock shall not stop us today.
18.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kind of deflects off the stone.
Oh. Why is that such high AC?
And then 20.
Flex off again.
No. Okay, there's no way we can break through.
Yeah.
No. We
How's
could
Cave
try
looking
lift.
as?
Oh yeah, how's the
That's 4 attacks.
right?
Ay. Okay.
I give it one more go, but I mean, I'm gonna have to roll pretty high.
If it doesn't seem like that's doing anything, I don't know if it's worth the
The
calling
thunder may
card
help. That's all.
either.
So, Dav, because you were up close to it, I'll give you advantage on this shot with the indicator, the help action from Euphemia. I'll give you advantage on this roll.
Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
When the DM's like, we're not getting stuck in the rock all night.
We'll see.
Oh my god.
Okay, 1920, so that's a natural 20
There you go.
when it's needed.
There you go.
I will show
Really got a
you.
nat 20?
I'm like legitimately.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're good.
I can't
That's crazy.
computerize. It's true. I'm not lying on that one.
You're
Holy
good.
crap.
1920. My frustration came out on the dice.
Yes. So
Roll
give me
damage.
a damage roll. Yes.
So twice, that's 14, 17.
A crack forms right where you punched.
Oh.
There
Is it enough to where we can like take a one of our weapons and try and like pry it or something?
Titan and wedge
Yeah,
it
like
open?
try and like that.
Good try.
It's gonna take a while, guys.
You have a second
Do you want
punch,
to try it one
don't
more
you?
time? Yeah.
I do have a second. Do I still get advantage on it?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Or is that just the first one?
I'll give it to you.
You
Go
can
for
do
it.
I mean, now you can see where to punch.
Takes a quick look around. Nothing crumbling down.
Yeah, that's 5 attacks though.
Holy sh! Sorry. That's another natural 20. There's a 16 and a 20.
There you go.
Are you
Finally.
serious?
I'm not
Oh
lying. I
my
swear to God, I'm not
God,
lying.
That's
I'm
insane.
not lying. I know. I'm surprised at myself because I've been rolling 2s and 6s all night. All
For this
morning.
We're
moment.
just waiting.
Well, there's the
Oh,
one, but still. 8 plus 1, so that's 9 plus 3, 12.
12 more. Okay.
Yeah.
On the 6th punch, second one right in, and the splits in half and just begins to fall down this hole as it opens
Oh!
up before you.
Can we, as it's falling, can we like kind of watch if it looks close enough, or if it looks like safe enough to be near there, and see how long it takes to like splash
So it just
or
two
hear a
pieces
noise?
fall down and disappear into the darkness.
We don't hear anything as we're like listening. We hear a thud or anything like
You
that.
listen for a little bit, and then a sound of
Funny.
Oh. Okay, so that's really, really deep.
I could send Mike down just to get a feel of a distance if you guys want. Check for dangers, see if he poofs out of nowhere. So we know if we're walking down into danger.
Yeah, maybe if you
I'm
think
actually
you
really
can do
surprised
it,
that worked.
good punching.
if you think you can do it, because yeah.
Yeah, I'll bamf Mike him out, and I'll back up and grab like Euphemia's arm and look through his eyes, and just try and see like slowly kind of start spiraling down just to get a feel for how big this cavern is, what's down here, what kind of dangers are going on.
how far can it go before you lose that?
Be 100 feet
Ooh.
before.
You lose it.
I mean, like I would keep him there at the 100 feet then.
Yep.
Or like have him come back up and then
What's his
reestablish. Do I
dark
see the
vision?
bottom?
What's his dark vision after 100 feet?
120 feet.
This is 120 feet.
Hmm.
Okay. You look. You don't see the bottom.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's at least 220 feet there at minimum.
Okay,
Do
so
I see anything else? Like, do
probably-
I see the curves of this?
Yeah, it's
Tunnel?
just like a tunneling up thing that happened
Okay.
essentially.
So it's not like a big cavern or anything.
No, it's just like
Like
something
underneath
tunneled
this, okay.
straight up, essentially.
I was just worried about like underneath our feet now. If we feel like this
No.
could crumble. At any point. Okay.
No, solid beneath you.
Yeah, I'll bring him back up
It
before
seems like-
anything.
I feel like it's like the holes in Tears of the Kingdom, where you like find
Yeah,
the
this is you diving.
it's like that where it's like a big.
boom, as you go down.
I hate those. I don't know why they make me uncomfortable because it is very scary.
Yeah,
Okay.
as Michael
Guys,
comes back up.
normally I'd say this is super fun. Let's just jump, but I got
Right.
nothing. How much rope do we have?
So as
We
you
have climbing
realize
gear
the
and
depth
stuff.
of this hole, we're gonna take a break here and come back.
Okay. We'll come back to
As
Everybody's
a
brains
break
are like
time.
steaming.
So, yes, stick around, everybody, as they now have a big hole that they need to potentially pursue down. So, stick around. We'll be back shortly with whatever happens next. All right, we're back, everybody, as our party has broke the adamantine rock blocking the path forward, now seeing quite a deep hole in front of them that goes down deeper into the mountain. There was a large crash sound that they heard kind of echo up this chamber. Who knows what creatures of the depths they may have awoken with that, but
Balrogs, it's
Yep.
fine.
there's a Balrog in D&D, so it's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
True.
So,
True.
you guys stand now before a hole that you know goes beyond 220 feet down.
True.
What are you guys gonna do?
So, with rope that everyone has,
Mm-hmm.
that is it 60 feet of rope pit?
50.
So
Fifty.
everyone you have is 50.
Okay. So that doesn't even reach how far we know it goes down.
You tie rope together, but
Yeah.
Edison has one thing of 50 feet.
Okay.
I got one.
Didn't I say we bought extra ropes too, like for the kit? I think I specifically was like, we need to buy extra.
You need to
But-
put it on your character sheet if you had it. So if you don't have it on your character sheet, you don't have it. It came with the kit, so you should have 50, I think, from the kit. that
Did
you
it
bought.
come with a climber's kit too?
There were some that came in the climber's
Okay.
kit. That's what you bought.
Okay.
Let's see, it's the boots, gloves, those nails, and a harness. That's what comes with the climber's kit. So you have to buy rope separately, it sounds like.
Oh, okay. Because
Yep, that doesn't say it comes with rope in the kit.
I couldn't even find the kit.
Just search it.
I
in
think
your
I just like
equipment.
I did. I tried and it. Oh yeah, I found it at the end there. Finds boots, gloves, and harness.
So you got 50 from Edison. It sounds like 50 from Dev.
I have a rope with 50.
Got 150,
I have 50 also.
200,
I have rope as well.
250.
So we know it's 250.
It's more than 250.
You know, it's
Are
more
we
than
able
220.
to
Yeah.
basically?
Yeah.
It's more than 220.
Are we okay? Well, hold on. Before I speak, let me check my character sheet again. Hold on.
When I don't know if you can let me do this on the previous flight or if I need to bring Micah back out. Did it ever feel like there was little platforms or even like a place where we could then like tighten ourselves in and tie ourselves there and secure ourselves and then redo the rope from there?
That's what I was gonna
we have
ask.
the
Yeah,
climbing
basically,
gear.
like, or basically find a ledge enough where we could all like hang and then
So-
like actual
like, nail in
rappelling
one
on a
of the
mountain.
Part of the issue is how would you get the rope detached from the top?
I could probably get it.
Or you typically do, aren't they like release knots or something? I can't remember how they use it. I think it has to be a two string system to do that.
Okay, so I have
Forget those guys.
I have a weird wild shape question for you,
Yep.
Mark.
Yep.
If I am a creature that is a medium creature that can make web, would that be strong enough to hold other medium creatures on it as well?
What's the strength score on it?
On okay.
That's definitely a solution that we did in Curse of Strahd constantly, but I'm not sure. if
Really?
the
The
DM. The
Strength
good old
is-
spider and web.
Strength is
and,
1, but I'm wondering if I attach the web that I create, would it be strong enough?
No. Strength of 1 is not going to be strong enough to carry a person.
Okay. Okay. Even though it's a medium creature.
Yeah, it's
That's kind of what I was going off of.
you have to have a strength
Okay.
score high enough to be able to do it.
I
You
see.
wrap us like
Okay.
you're about to eat us, like a spider cocoon.
Lower you
And
down.
then lower us.
200,
That is the
300,
horror-
400, 500 feet all the
That
way
is
down.
some horror movie nonsense right there. That's so funny. I mean, but I could climb back up and unattach the rope for everyone, and then back down.
Can spiders untie things?
I mean,
you could pincer it until it breaks.
yeah.
Like
Break
at the very
rope?
top.
You...
I suppose that would have to be the way I did it. It would just be like trying to bite it or something. I do have a dex of 3 if I were to do that.
These
So there might be a way to
opposable
figure out how
thumbs
to
come
do it.
into play in this one.
I know.
What's the
Is anyone
spider's
able to-
number? What's the number that the spider has
A 16 dex.
for the strength?
Oh, for the strength, 12.
Let me check something. I thought you had a 1 strength, and I was like, no way. But let me double check.
No, I have a
Let me
12 strength.
calculate
This is
the
+1.
12 real quick.
Okay. Because I'm just wondering if I could make a rope that's strong enough and go all the way down and give everybody a rope that's long enough.
Hmm.
Kind of a weird
Okay.
solution.
Or could someone ride on your back and just hang
Oh,
on?
Christ.
There you go.
I don't know if that would work, but
I'm not riding her butt down to the bottom on a spider butt. It's not.
you could like
Yeah,
cocoon
I'm-
you. So
I'm
like,
just
so
gonna
kind of
say-
papoosed on.
Because your max carrying weight is 180, you will not be able to carry everybody like on a inclined
Correct.
straight surface. Like
Right.
no way
Right.
is that going to be able to happen. If it was flat, you could probably have someone ride you as a medium spider who is under the 180.
Right.
But
Right.
as a inclined one, I'm just going to say no, that's not going to happen.
Yep. No, that sounds right. What I'm wondering is, can I make a rope that's long enough and everybody would be able to
Maybe
use
just shimmy down.
Oh, for like a spider web? No, it's not going to be strong enough to hold that weight.
Okay.
Is there rules for that? For the spider web?
I mean, look up the
I was
spider
just wondering-
strength.
I just asked, Mark, I
Not
just
really
asked
anything.
because that has been a solution in a lot of D&D too, is spiders, like, the druid will have a spider make a rope or, like,
Make a rope. Yeah.
make
Mhm.
stuff for people.
I just
so.
figured because it's a medium creature, it's human size, so it might be enough. That's why I asked.
Let me see if there's anything that is written
not.
about this.
Fine.
But
Yeah.
We'll have to keep thinking.
because
I'm actually
I don't-
really curious if there's any glossary about spider stuff.
I don't know.
so just because it is a HP of 5 on it, and because of how much weight you're trying to put on it, I'm going to just say
HP of 11. Oh, the HP of the web is 5.
yes. HP of the web is 5. That's just a web
Okay.
too. That's not even a strand. Like a single
Right.
strand compared to a web, which is 5. It's not
Okay.
going to be able to hold the weight, the tension weight of people.
Okay.
Like a singular strand, especially. No way. That's
Okay.
unrealistic for how the web
Yep.
would work.
Nope, that's
Um,
fine. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
That's
If
weird.
I mean, if one of you gave me a knife or something, I could carry it in my mouth, maybe, and cut the rope at the top, like right at the very top, and we could and bring it back down to you at a point.
You should get on a
Maybe
blessed too, by the way.
Thanks.
This is
So
your
there
knife.
are knots that if you hold taut, they hold taut, and then once you release, all you gotta do is just pull it and it just comes loose. So I mean, I feel
So we
like
could maybe I could
we
even
just
help
do a
with release or
certain knot
something.
like that, and then once we're on a place where we can release it, if you just pull, it should just release it just fine. They have climbing knots like that.
Well, also, question. We have climbing gear. Can we just climb down? Like how we were doing it on the mountain?
Without ropes?
You're still gonna need a rope. We used a rope.
Yeah. Yeah, we used rope, yeah.
So
Yeah.
so that's what we're but when you use climbing gear like the way you do is you have all 4. If you connect one and you go down to the next one and then set up the 4.
Mhm.
And then once the bottom anchor is established, then you start letting go and you kind of anchor these 4 like that and kind of go down in a way where like you're anchoring each other like 2 or 4 at a time.
The issue
So like
with
you can
that
do that.
is you have 5 ropes. So you don't want to overload a rope with everybody on it too.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the one issue
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
have
to
to
say with that.
space it out. Right.
I
Yeah.
mean we could do
I
like
mean-
two people at a time and then
You could do
How do
2
you get
people
rope
at
back
a time
up
and
then? That's the question.
Well,
Yeah,
we
I'm
have 5 ropes, so we have enough between everybody to, if everyone has gear.
I don't,
actually
and I'm essentially free climbing as a spider.
sure. You could do that. You could do
Or you can
pairs.
ride someone. Because if we're...
Eleanor will say I know we just got started, but we could also try to see if Davril can get some rest
Yeah.
and regain his spells. There's no guarantee with that, though, as that our
Yeah.
enemies are determined to hound us no matter what. So there's no guarantee that you would even get it back. But it was an option I wanted to suggest.
I'm definitely not opposed to that. So, but I don't know how much of a rush we're in and how much you
Wait,
guys
what would-
think the more
what
we
would-
sleep, the more effects the hags are going to try and put against us.
Yes, that's very true. It might be good to hurry.
What
Oh, yeah.
spells do you have that would help? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Well, Featherfall. Plus just
Oh.
a full
Mhm.
repertoire of fighting, healing.
Yes.
But the risk is if we go to sleep, we could have multiple people exhausted now. Unless you're...
Yeah, true. Actually, let me look really fast at something. You guys can keep talking if you want. I'm
Someone
sorry.
has a sleep spell or something.
What do you mean?
I don't think that is how that works.
Oh.
Um,
Hat nap
I
spell
think it
or
has to
something.
be. Well, I was wondering if maybe I could send my down, but I don't.
You know what?
So you're
cut
cutting
out
out. Sorry, what'd you say?
Your mic cut out.
You're talking away from
Hold
your
on.
mic, so it's gonna. Cut out.
No. I was just I was trying to see. Okay.
Keep turning
It
away
did
from the
it
mic,
again.
Rachel.
Have to...
Talk to your mic.
No, I had to change my mic settings again because it was live the
Oh no.
now it. So that is
scans.
annoying when it keeps not making up its mind. Okay. She just said she could use her shadow spawn, but just kidding, she can't. That's
Okay.
all I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's not even anything important.
Oh, no, I'm
And
sorry.
you have to
I'm sorry. I
cut
just
right
have
as you were like-
earwax in my ear. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Apologize. Dev asking for the 4th time for her to repeat herself.
Oh my
Davro Burza.
Huh? What'd you say?
Davro
This-
Ryan Burza.
Ryan?
Also,
Oh, it's Ryan. Okay.
Yeah.
That's his
yeah.
middle name.
There's a lot of self-inserts in this character. Mike, Ryan, yeah.
if I, not that it's like a great idea, but I mean, if I'm falling far enough, that would potentially be a really bad thing. But I have decent dex and strength. I could try and free climb if we really were out of like options and we landed for 2 of you.
I just don't know if it's enough to get to the bottom, so we still have to figure
Yeah.
out if we run out what's going to happen. So we need to come up with a way to unattach it at the top. Maybe we could work on that during a rest, potentially, or take an hour short rest and see about, regrouping a bit. Otherwise,
Mhm.
I mean, I can go all the way down and see if we know how long it is. Maybe it is enough rope.
I mean, that was the other thing, is if we can either have someone climb down and then Mycom could go a bit further, sort of thing. So you like just start going down, but not all the way to like see if you can see the actual end.
I mean, I can go all the way down and back up as a spider, but then I'll be out of shapes for another hour.
Reminder, Edison and I are quite tired. Any mistakes we do are pretty deadly at this point. Unless we're tied up pretty well, and even then, still gotta be
Could
careful.
be bad, but
Right?
I'm willing to try. I'm willing to push forward if you like to. It's still early in the
Yes,
day.
do you have thoughts at all?
I feel like it would be a shame to lose another day, and we do risk more
Yeah.
influence upon us that could make things worse.
That's what I'm worried about.
But-
Yes.
if we do not feel prepared to go, we can take the time to rest and be more
I'm
prepared.
wondering if there's like a ledge or something like that that we could
That's
like enough that we could rest
yeah.
on or like chill on for a minute and like maybe even use as like a grounding point later on. But I obviously don't know if that's down there.
If it's a matter of scouting, I would do it. I would just like the hour to get my shapes back after because I
Yes. Oh, I think that's valid.
would need one to
How,
climb down anyway after I told you.
if you feel comfortable, I think just make
Maybe
sure.
scouting out.
I don't. Yes.
That, or I mean, if we're talking about being able to see with Micah as well, I mean, what if you and I both just climb down tethered with climbing gear? One at a time we'll anchor each other, and then if one of us falls, at least we're anchored. 2 by 2, we're getting down there.
Well, she's just saying she could go down the wall. It would even be risky for her
All
if
the
she
way
was a
down.
spider.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think we're overthinking this. We could each probably just get down there 2 at a time. Be fine.
You guys, what do you want to do?
It's up, Euphemia, if you feel like you can handle it alone and just be very quiet and come back up immediately or as soon as you sense danger, I think that would be all right. But if you don't feel comfortable, we can see about someone going with you or being at least around as backup.
I think I should at least try to because I'm not going to need to. I mean, I can climb no problem up and down that wall. That's not a
Okay.
risk as a
Oh.
spider.
Something sees you. Your next backup is 200 feet up. Put that out there.
Right. I know. But if I went quiet,
Do we hear anything or like if we like listen
Yeah.
in silence for like a couple minutes, do we hear any movement or like anything at
Nope.
all?
Dead silent.
Is the rock seems slippery as we're like looking down, or like even like as we touch the side, does it seem like it's like wet or slippery at
Are there
all?
like
where we're
teeth
gonna
on
have
the
extra-
edge, like it's like a giant mouth?
Yeah, this is just a
Watching
giant
from
mouth
Star
you
Wars,
guys are
it's the
crawling
big
into.
hole. Yeah.
That's all this is. No, it's just rock. Looks like it was burrowed through. Up.
Yeah, actually, Phantom has a good question. How long would you say the rock fell in terms of seconds?
Oh man, you're gonna make me calculate.
Over 200 feet worth of seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went beyond what you could see, and then it went a little more, and then you heard it. So
Okay.
I can do it. It's just I won't be able to say anything if something happens. I'm fine taking the risk if we need to be sure. Or we start going down and I could go a little ahead and
I kind of
we
like
can
that.
come up with
I'd
a way
rather,
for me to communicate with you.
I'd rather have 2 people going down if you're going to scout ahead. At least there's not that far behind. I can shoot out at least 120 feet, so there's something.
Well, there's you or maybe Winnie.
That's what I'm saying. If 2 people
If
start
you're
climbing
scouting,
down while you
yeah.
scout, you got 2 people behind you. At least that are on their way down that you can stop or talk to or come back up and
can't-
wave to.
can't
Wave
talk,
to,
so-
yeah. We'll come up with symbols before you turn.
Right.
I'm surprised. We're just in the past have never been okay separating one person alone. So that's why I'm.
Well, we've had
reading that up.
Euphemia scout as an animal by herself quite a bit ahead before. So I think that's why everyone is a bit more all right with it.
I'm just very surprised, to be honest. That's just me. In a cave like
I
this,
also won't
something
run out
sees
of
you.
rope is the thing.
Neither would 2 of us come climbing down with you, either. But yeah, go for it. If that's majority rules. Just worried. That's all.
I appreciate your
Well,
concern. I mean,
Euphemia, what if you went like 100 feet down and then you came back up to check?
sure.
Sort of thing. Like,
Yeah, it'll take
Swin-
me a little while to go up and down. I have 3 hours once I turn, so it would be fine, I think.
We're all trying to get to the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So let's
Yeah, I
just start
can't
going down to the
really
bottom. I mean, I don't see why we're waiting.
What are we doing, guys? We need to make a decision
She
here.
can
I don't
scout
know.
ahead
I'm
while we're
confused on what's
climbing.
going on right now because I feel like do we not have enough rope? Do we have enough rope? I'm confused.
That's what I'm
because I
trying
think
to. Yeah.
We don't have
I don't
enough
understand
rope
what's
to all go
happening.
down at the same time, but you can send 2 or 3 people to just rope themselves down and tighten in on their way down. We have plenty of rope for that while she's scouting ahead. So at least we have backup.
Suppose I could bring all of the rope back up, potentially, to the top for the other 2 people.
We have
Okay.
we're not hanging rope from the top.
Oh,
We're
okay.
just hanging rope from 2 people. 50 foot between me and Winnie is all we need to climb down.
And like free
Because
climbing. That way, if one of us falls, we hang on like the other person is
we
on.
tighten in. You go
Mhm.
down the 50. I unlatch mine. You go down the 50. We're hanging each other is what we're doing. And then Edison and
It's teamwork.
Eleanor
for
come
now.
work afterwards.
Oh, see,
Two
I
teams-
don't know
two
anything
teams,
about
and
climb.
then
I don't know
spider.
what anyone's
Right,
talking
I'm
about. So
picturing,
like, I have no
yeah.
idea.
Yeah, 2
I
teams
don't know what.
working together, hoping that nothing goes wrong as they climb down, and a
Yeah.
spider.
Right.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
all
sure.
fine.
And then
Okay.
she can still scout ahead, but at least we're right
Yeah,
behind her.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
then she's down scouting. We're right behind her. All the ropes with us.
Yeah, you guys will be
Sure.
far slower than she will be, but
Yeah.
you can do
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, at least we're not
Well,
at the top.
I think
And
we
I-
could try that then. I think.
And I can have
Sure.
Micah watch you if something sounds like if things start making
What
noise.
what kind of signal would we like me to use if there's danger? Should I come up to one of you and tap you?
Are you gonna be a spider?
I'm gonna be a big spider.
You have 8 legs, right?
I mean, are you gonna be watching for me? I feel like I should tap you twice or something.
Yeah, maybe just come up to us and just let us know, like point down or something, and be like, whatever you can.
How about 1 tap for safe, 2 taps for danger?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
The 2 tired people should probably team up with one of the untired people.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So.
I can try and handle who's heavier. I don't know who has more, like, if Dav, your armor is like heavier and stuff, so I can take whoever's heavier. Okay.
It's not an issue. I'm actually was wanting to go with the first group because I have. Actually, never mind. Edison, you have pretty good range with your gun if you needed it, don't you?
Yes, I can shoot. Need to.
Never mind then. Then it doesn't matter. I was just saying at least I had some range. All my cantrips if needed, but either way, we're good.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll take
90s
Dav.
is longest
and-
range, but yeah.
60s.
All right, so you'll take Dav and I'll be with Edison.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Cool.
Okay, Eleanor and Edison, Dav and Winnie. All right.
Try to take lead on that, guys. My apologies. I just wanted to.
I
get
wish
us a
I
good
didn't know
movement.
what
you
on.
did.
That
I had no idea what was going on.
Because I think we were picturing different things. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were
Also,
we were we
I
were all
felt like-
bringing up those ideas, but yeah.
I felt like there was like didn't have enough rope, so we couldn't do that, and then I was
Right,
confused
that's
as
what
to
I
what we
was-
were talking
I was like-
about and what our
We didn't have
limitations
enough
were, so
rope to like drop us all down and then untie
Yeah.
us. Yeah. Mhm.
Right.
I was very confused the whole time, so I was kind of just like,
This is why we need to watch Game of
Okay.
Thrones because they do this in Game of Thrones.
I don't remember that. Wait, who does
When they're
that?
going up the
on
ice
the
wall. Mhm.
Oh yeah, on the wall.
And so they held each other. Yeah.
That's right.
Everyone's
That
a
was when
pair
it
of
started
ice
getting-
climbers.
I-
in this.
It got very bad for them. Yes. But I
No,
don't.
no, I meant like I meant like the seasons. Like I've watched the first like 4 seasons so many times, but like 5, 6, and 7, 8. I've
Yeah.
watched so like I think it happened like season 6 or something. I'm like, oh, I've watched that like
Like what
once or
happened again?
twice.
Yeah.
That's when it started getting really bad.
But we don't have Northerners fighting us the whole way down, so that will help us a little bit.
Well, we don't know.
All right.
That's true.
So you pair up, harness up to get your harnesses on, and get a brief lesson of how to tie the knots to release so you can continue down. You'll be leaving some heightens in the wall as you go down each location. There's not really a way to on-nail those from the wall, but you can
Right.
certainly move through. If you're going down all as one group, you can reuse them if you go down one at a time. It's your choice, though.
If we have
Like if
enough,
there's
just
one
do
group
2
that
at a
goes
time,
down
then-
first, and then the second group.
Yeah, and then the other
you
group will
use them.
follow.
Is that what you mean?
You could do it that
Yeah.
way. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do
I
that.
think
It's
that's
fine.
what we would do to save. Yeah.
Sounds good. So who wants to be the first group to go down? And I'm guessing you're gonna wild
We
shape
will.
ahead of them to the spider.
We got
I feel like
this,
we
little
can.
friend.
We're a little stronger, I think, so we can. If someone falls, we can maybe try. I could maybe try and catch somebody. Or I don't know. That was my.
All right.
Don't know if it worked, but it's a thought.
Totally strong. Yeah, we got this.
The
So-
the only
Yes.
the only consideration here, Winnie, I wonder if we should tie a rope around me to you if you're going down first, just because if something does hit me and I lose my wild shape.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, let's do it.
It gives me 50 feet to go ahead of you. So
Mhm. That's fine. We can do that. So yeah, we'll try
or
rope.
100.
So I have rope on me, I have a harness.
This
and I have-
will increase
rope.
your difficulty to hold her, Winnie.
You mean
If you are holding her weight with a rope,
But that's only if I'm a person. I wasn't gonna like have tension on the rope if
If she
I'm
falls.
Yeah.
flying.
okay, then you're stuck. You can't
So
go
you're-
ahead very far. Then you can't scout ahead.
That's
Yeah.
the
So-
only trade-off. But if something were to hit me and I lose my shape, then I just fall.
yeah.
Sounds good.
That's
we
fine.
could make 100. We could make 100 feet of rope, but I think 50 is probably fine.
Yeah, 50 is fine.
We'll just do that.
And that allows you to be within distance for stuff to help you.
All right. So, beginning first, Spider Euphemia is there. You tie a little rope around the abdomen of Spider Euphemia,
Yeah, little rope belt.
and Dav and Winnie, you're going first, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do
Oh,
every 50
yeah.
feet a check to see how well your transition of moving ropes and all of that stuff, keeping things on board, will be, and go from there.
I believe.
So
This is
Alright.
athletics.
it'll be athletics for your first 50 feet, please.
Cool.
Nat 20. I got a 24.
All right. You're at
13.
disadvantage, Dav. Remember that.
Yep.
All right.
13.
So
I
Winnie,
changed my dice now.
you're going, you're having a great time climbing
Yeah.
down this wall, getting everything all situated. Dav's holding you back though a little bit as he's slowly
Okay.
being very cautious with every movement as he goes
I
down.
think she's just happy she's not splunking. She's like, yeah, I'd rather fall to my death than be stuck in a hole. So I'm like, woo, going down. But yeah, that's fine. I can
And-
try and help him where I can. I don't know if I'm able to, but
Why are there still spiders here?
ew, yeah, probably all of me still.
And Spider Femi, I'm guessing you're just kind of not pulling them, so you're not fully 50, but like
Right.
nearby.
Right.
Yeah.
My movement's 40, so I would like wait for them to move down, and I'll just keep the rope slack.
That's good. You guys make it down your first 50 feet. You have to begin your second 50 for the
Ew.
people above you to begin. So
That
Give me
is
another-
a success.
give me
Another athletics?
another athletics for your next 50 feet.
I got another nat 20. I'm not joking. I got another nat 20. So
Look at you
24.
go.
Double 20
This is
night.
such
It's
a
double
great-
29.
Back to back nat 20s.
What'd
I
you get, Mike?
know.
12.
12. Okay.
18 and a 12. I have
Your
a 0
arms,
modifier.
your arms are getting a little more shaky as you proceed down that next 50. But you both successfully make it down. As Edison and Eleonora, you begin athletic checks for both of you. He's at disadvantage.
There's characters. You're muted, Rachel. If you're talking.
I'm using my bless.
Using your bless, okay?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm
12.
like sweating already.
All right. So you make it down that first 50 successfully.
Cool.
All right.
We also got
Dav
another cat blessing
and Winnie.
in the meantime, by the way.
Oh yeah, so let me roll
Actually-
these real quick because we just had some come in.
Just in case you can use.
Yep, I'll see what we get.
I got
Lower.
another nat 20. I'm not kidding. That's 3 nat
That's
20s in a row. That's
insane.
insane. I've never rolled 3 nat 20s in a row, but I just rolled 3. That's
Oh my
great.
gosh.
It's
Like,
Winnie's
God bless.
best
Going on.
ever.
She loves climbing. Apparently, she's so good at it.
I just realized. Let me read it real quick. Well, you can give me the help action, right?
Not
Can
for
I?
climbing.
Okay.
Climbing's a whole different thing, but
Lifts you up a little bit.
he can't lift you to actually help
can-
you in this
he can
scenario.
Point to right, hand holds or something. Okay.
No, this is not a thing he is capable of helping in.
Okay, all right.
You got a bless though.
You did get a
Oh,
bless.
thanks. Yay. I was like, well, maybe I can use him to cancel out the disadvantage at least.
So 3 nat 20s in a row for Winnie. She's just fine. No issues.
Yeah, I'll take that blast. Good timing. Thank you, whoever gave it to me.
Bless used immediately.
Brings that 9 up to 11.
All right, another one down. Arms are getting shakier and shakier.
I feel like I'm like right at the DC.
You make it down to that next 50 feet. Edison, Eleonora, roll it again.
You can do it. I believe in you.
13.
All right.
Okay.
You both are moving down slowly, but successfully on your second 50 feet.
Whew. Are we feeling any draft? Are we feeling any like breeze? Is there any like sort of smell coming from like the bot? Like any? We can tell like water is down there. Anything that would indicate like
Nope.
what the terrain is? What's going on?
Just a
Nothing.
hole.
Barbecue
Okay.
joint waiting us down us for like
Yeah.
a party or something.
All right. Dav and Winnie.
All right.
Roll it again.
I didn't roll a 20, but I rolled an 18, which is crazy.
Wow.
So 22.
Okay.
I think climbing is. I think she'll be.
I
Like,
rolled my natural 20, but it brings it down to a 15.
So
That's with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a natural 20 and a 15.
15. Nice. Okay. Yeah,
If I
you guys
rolled
make it down.
natural 20.
Another little bit. Eleanor and Edison. Made the rolls. Oh, there's a nat 1 for him. Oops.
Oh,
No,
Addison.
Buddy, no.
He has a bless,
Uh-oh.
doesn't he?
He does. It's not gonna save him, I don't think.
I got a nat 20.
Hey, look at you go.
Oh.
Wow. Good job,
What'd you get
Eleonora.
total?
20.
20 total, okay.
Yeah, because my nat 20.
I'll roll his
Can I
bless.
help him?
I'll roll his bless just to see if it does anything. Because he needs it. Oh my gosh, I rolled the max.
okay.
He makes it with that.
That's
The max on the
crazy.
bless is enough for him to get there with
Just
his
enough.
athletics plus bless.
Crazy.
Yeah. Just made it.
Cool.
Oh.
Just made it.
Sweating.
As Dav and Winnie make it down to this one, Euphemia, you can see as you're a little bit ahead, ground. Up ahead.
Okay, I'm
it's a
gonna
little ways
scuttle-
out, but
Okay. I'm gonna scuttle back up. I'll just tap Winnie once, which is good.
Okay. I'll be like,
Like we
I'll tell
discussed.
Dav like, I think she's used, but quietly though, because I don't know how. I don't want anything to echo. I don't know what's down there, so I'm just gonna say like, she's used ground, and then I'll try and like, I don't know if I can pull or if I can like do anything to like get Eleanor's attention or
I mean, I
Edison's
can
They were like
attention.
50 feet away.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But
You can climb
I
up
might be able
there.
to
Go up there.
We'd have to wait while you scout up, but
you would
yeah.
not be able to get up to them because they are full set behind. You're
Oh,
tied.
sure.
You're tethered.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but yeah, you can yell up if you want to. They're just up above you.
I'll whisper like, Eleanor.
Stage whisper.
Yeah, stage.
Eleanor as the echoes up.
Yeah, echoes all the way through.
I was like, Euphemia sees ground. I think it's safe, but just be quiet and careful.
Safe, be quiet. Be quiet.
Lovely, lovely. As she's like trying to climb, like hating every second. Like,
She's rocking it for the second there.
Yeah.
All right. So this will be your final roll, Winnie and Dav. Athletics checks.
Okay, that's much worse.
Hey, not bad. 14.
I got an 8. Is that
An
bad?
8.
Wow.
Okay.
you have
I don't know.
You do not have anything anymore. Blessings and advantages are
Just kidding.
gone for her. Okay,
Yeah.
so 8.
Uh-huh.
Do you have that falling ability?
I do, yeah.
All right. So as
I
you
know.
do, you slip and begin to fall. Your last little bit, you fall from the rope, and it kind of like swings you directly into the wall next to you. It would be 7 points of damage that you would take
Ouch.
normally. You can, I believe, react to try to negate some of that.
Oh, yes, I can. Here, hold on. Sorry. Is that considered fall? Oh, I'm sorry. You said I went and like hit the wall with my rope, or like is that considered falling damage then?
You would, yeah, it's falling. You're falling and colliding
Okay.
with the wall essentially. So it's trying to reduce this. Essentially, is what you're trying to do.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it.
I think it's
Okay. Slow fall. I can use my reaction to fall, reduce falling damage. I take by 30. So I guess if that's all I'm taking, then I'll just reduce it.
Yeah,
I won't take any.
you thankfully are at a point where you just kind of like collide with the wall, but you slide your way down a little bit and
Yeah.
come to a stop. No damage for you.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
like dangling with the.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right.
I'm shuttling back up next to you to check that you're okay. And then
I got a little too confident. I was doing too well.
Edison and Eleanor, you have 2 checks left to do. So. He loses his nat
Are we on
20.
ground?
Crumbling down.
You guys made it to the ground. Yep.
can you I would have you untie me then, probably.
I got a 7.
All right. You
Yeah,
slip
Winnie can do
on
it.
this one,
Ooh.
and you collide with the wall. Take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Thankfully, it stops you from falling beyond that. But yeah, you just
Yes.
into the wall. You kind of have to regain a little bit as you go.
You hear her
Also,
cussing
Mark,
a little
I
bit.
untie Euphemia so she can go like monitor
I was
them
gonna
and
go
help
back
out.
up, yeah.
I like untie her
Okay.
really fast as I hear like ugh, like slipping and stuff, and I'll like
At least
quickly
you're wearing
untie her.
pants and you're not like ripping, like skirts or anything. So like it's it's very
And
functional.
it's not your best outfit, so I think it's not as bad, but it's like not your fancy clothes. So you're not like ripping those. It's okay.
I appreciate the
Just ripping
commentary
my
on
clothes.
clothes. It's just like
Your
Trying to make
last
you feel
50
better.
feet. Give me another athletics check. He lost another nat 20, unfortunately. That's 2.
I got an 8.
Oh, Eleanor.
I was gonna be
Alright.
like, I got you.
Should I
Yeah, we'll try.
You
Good.
slip
I told you.
again and take 7 more damage.
Ow.
Ouch.
I would have
Oh,
had you, but the
overall.
rope just swung you away from me, and
But you're
Not
able
bad.
to even just like kind of untie yourself from that rope where you fell down to and just drop down the last
Kinda
little
like,
bit
yeah.
and make it to the ground. All right. Or
That's the most graceful
you just,
landing
you
for
just
us,
want to like
but-
fall and then just like fell the last 25 feet down to the ground, just boom on the ground.
Aw.
buddy, I'll help her up.
Oh.
I'm just like laying on the ground for a second. My limbs are probably like shaking, I'm so bad at it at the end there.
Oh.
Edison climbs down the rest of the bit. He's okay. He didn't fall, thankfully, because of
Would
his
you like
bless.
a
The
good
bless that I
berry?
got
Make you feel a little better.
saved him.
That
No.
blessed
Yeah, I'm not, like,
you.
half
So
on anyway.
it was a
So
total
lucky.
of 250 feet. So that's just
Dang.
beyond.
Someone made a joke in chat. That's basically what it would be. And I
Yeah.
was like, he would. And
That's-
yeah.
I
I
rolled
knew
for
you
the
were
depth,
going
and that's what
to.
I got for it. Was 250 feet. So
That's crazy.
it worked out perfectly to have 5 people with 50 feet of rope too. To have 250.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
that worked out nicely
That's
for you all.
It's the rope just dangling at the bottom there. Just,
Yeah. Essentially.
Also, I
Drop down, just hanging there. Yeah.
think this might have been the only time I've rolled 3 nat 20s in a row and before. Maybe
Those
I
are
rolled 2
wild.
before.
That's pretty
Peter.
crazy.
That was
I rolled
crazy.
3.
That was
Mike's on
wild.
2 for the night.
That's
You're on
crazy.
3 for the night. It's just.
Oh, Edison was on
Edison
Edison and
rolled
I
2,
both
but they're
had
all
lost a
negated.
few on
Two in a
disadvantage.
row. He lost, but he still rolled 2 in a row. That's crazy.
He did roll on
So-
2
Yeah.
back-to-back rolls
Let's
as
do
well, but both negated. All right, but you guys
Aw.
make it
Yeah,
out.
I lost a couple
Spiderphemia.
negative
Spiderphemia.
Is it like a cavern down here?
Yeah, it's like a whole
Or
other like
tunnel.
tunnel up ahead. It looks like again, kind of something was crawling through here and moving its way.
Hmm.
Is there any pieces of adamantine that have like broken apart that could be pocketed?
You can look
Or
around.
like veins of it? Yeah, I like to look around.
Me too.
Give me an
Does that-
investigation roll.
Eleanor, do you look pretty hurt if I'm looking at you?
I took 14 damage, so
Right. Yeah.
I'm at half health too. I don't know if
I would say before we like
Short rest.
I
Yeah, I
would
was gonna say.
suggest a short rest before we spend any spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. I think if
I feel like
most
we're
of us are
probably
at least a
so
little bit hurt, we're
tired
half
from
health.
climbing
Oh, yeah.
too. Like that would be exhausting.
I mean, thankfully there are
I've done
points you
that.
can like rest hanging on the rope at different points,
Yeah.
but it
True.
took
Even
a
that
while.
though, I've done half of that was the most I ever did as an inspector, and I remember like just being done for an hour.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I'm getting to the bottom of this ladder.
Okay. So you make it to the bottom. You guys taking a short rest down here?
Yeah.
What did
If
you
it
get for
seems
your
safe.
roll investigation?
11.
And we lost
Uh-oh.
again.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't know how that keeps happening. I'm so sorry. It's never happened before. Oops.
We're
I meant to push the
professional
unmute-
guys.
I meant to push the unmute button and
Oh, I do it all the
mouse went
time.
whoop, and I was like, "Ugh." Okay, sorry, that was my bad. I got a
So-
16. So
For what?
for investigation.
Okay. So there are some pieces. Dav, you're looking around, and mostly the ones you find are way too big to carry. They're just very large. There's a few small pieces that you can find, Winnie, as you look around that you could try to gather.
Piece of wood and fire.
They didn't like the adamantine didn't shatter when it hit the ground,
Oh.
but there's like a few small like pockets of it that are connected to rock that you could potentially take and put in a bag.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Okay.
I'll do that.
So, put down 2 ore or adamantine ore clusters.
Okay.
I'd be able to, flip it for at least a little bit.
How do I spell this? Adamantine.
Adamantine.
Oh, here we go. Chainmail? No, you said ore.
Yeah, this is just ore. You probably have to make a
Right.
custom one for this one. It's not going to be
Right.
a
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I see like chainmail. I see also. Yeah,
I usually
did you
just-
see a bunch of chainmail on the ground? I think I did.
Yeah, they're like a completely made armor set.
It fell and turned
Mine's
into
more-
armor at the bottom. It's
Whoa!
amazing.
Which is
The
crazy.
magic of adamantine. It just does
I mean,
that.
3 nat 20s in a row does that. Yeah.
That's why it's so valuable.
I usually just take like
Yeah,
an item and
exactly.
change its name.
Yeah,
I'll
I
break
can
the
make a
chainmail and
custom
make it
item.
ore.
Yeah, custom item probably just easier because then I won't have like weird stats attached to
Yeah.
it. But
That's
Yeah.
what I always do.
Why does it keep doing that?
I just tell myself to ignore and be like, ignore stats. Like, it's nothing.
yeah, you guys take a short rest here.
Yeah, I'll drop my shape if we're taking a short rest.
Okay.
Since I'll get it back
Yeah.
at the end.
I mean, we still don't hear anything or
No.
okay.
All right. Guys may
And
take
back
a
up to
short
full
rest.
with 1 hit dice if we made it through.
A hit dice.
And didn't take any damage. All good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm back to full health, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would-
basically there too.
I'm almost full, so I'll just take that.
Just for the sake of the narrative, and I don't know if it'll make any difference whatsoever. I totally see Dav probably nibbling on a ration and just conking out for half of that half hour just because he's so tired
Yeah.
and falling asleep.
Let him sleep.
All right.
That makes sense. Okay.
So you guys complete your short rest. You can mark off anything that needs to be done. As you guys are ready to continue, who wants to roll a d20?
I
Who
will.
did? Wait.
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
yeah, if you want to,
Me,
you can. I just was
then-
trying to think of who all did it.
It was me
I
then
remember.
you, right?
So I need 2 people to roll actually. I need someone to
We
give me a
haven't
d6
rolled it
roll
in a
and one to
while,
give me a
so-
d20 roll.
I'll do the D6 roll. If you guys want to do the D20 rolls.
You can do the D20 if you want, Kelly.
Sure.
Okay.
An 18 again. That's so.
Okay.
6 on a D6 roll is never a good thing.
All right.
whatsoever.
Yes, I
So-
don't know what this means, but
Sounds good.
Is there a second person doing a d20? Right?
Nope, just the two.
No.
Oh, I thought you said two d20s. My bad.
And 2 dice
Chase
rolls,
and-
1 d6, 1 d20. Okay.
Sorry, I was waking up from a sleep. I wasn't sure what was happening.
All right. So, you guys pushing forward?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
Would we know about how many hours ago I cast Dark Vision?
That's a
At
great
this point.
question.
At this point,
Mm.
just with how much is happening, because it was before you guys came into the cave,
Mm-hmm.
you're probably a little over 2 hours into this journey with your short rest and everything you've
Oh,
done.
that's not bad actually. Okay.
Yeah.
Better than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have a
Cool.
lot of time left. So
We have time.
Just imagine the worst spot, just being going blind.
Worried about.
It's been
Yeah,
a long
I'm
day. This is a
curious.
long 2 hours, but it's a
You-
little over 2 hours. But yeah, it's
Euphemia, would you want to check again
I can.
the
Yeah. I'll do
location?
it. Sure. Just so we keeping
See if
tabs
we're
on
too-
it now
too
that
low,
we've
too high.
descended. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will walk off a bit so nobody else is in my mishap range and cast it ritually at second level.
all right.
Say, Eleanor, do you want to be prepared just in case as well with languages?
I could. Let's see how her stuff goes first.
Sure.
It's a good idea.
You're
though.
about 250 feet closer. It's still about a mile off, minus 250
Is
feet.
it down though, more
Yeah,
or?
it's down,
Okay,
yes.
so- okay.
Still down.
It will always point you in the direction through walls. It's not going to be like this is the direct path down.
Right.
It's just like straight
Yeah, yeah.
line through whatever's
just-
in between it.
Oh.
So
Yeah, we
Right.
totally could have just mathed that instead of casting.
Yep.
Because we did it directly at the top of the 250.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
no worries.
At least
but
nothing
yeah.
bad happened.
I mean, I think that's kind of disorienting, honestly, to go down
Yeah.
that far in the dark too.
Mhm.
So it probably does.
I
help
mean,
us
2
to,
hours
like,
later too, and you're like tired, and yeah.
reorient and like know
Mm.
what direction it's in. It couldn't hurt.
So of course.
I
yeah.
will do comprehend languages
Sure.
ritually.
That's a first level spell, right?
Yeah, I'll walk away from people too.
I don't think it's necessary, but I could be doing detect magic, but I'll probably do that later if needed. I don't
Okay.
think it's
Nothing
necessary
happens.
right now.
You have your comprehend languages up.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, there's a straight passage ahead of you that looks like something was crawling through here and then went up where you guys came from.
I don't like
From-
that.
From what we read, I would kind of wonder if this is some sort of giant bug creature that made this hole.
Yeah.
Possibly
Maybe-
Be careful.
acid, so keep that in mind.
Right.
That's not the thing that
Yeah.
she was paying. The woman was paying us to. Didn't one of them burrow or something? No, there's
Doesn't-
two.
That was a bullet.
Oh, all right. It didn't
Much,
burrow.
much smaller. It wasn't making tunnels like this.
Oh, all right.
That was like a wolf size, if I remember correctly.
A bullet?
Yeah, it wasn't a much small, like rhino size. Like it's not making tunnels that we can walk through. Right?
I mean, this is a large hole, so this would be large size. Like a
I just
large
didn't know if
creature,
it-
and bullets are large creatures.
That's
Oh, they
fair.
are large
Then,
creatures.
So
Yes,
Do they burrow?
I'm-
Do I remember
thinking
that
a
right?
cavern.
they do burrow. Yes.
Okay.
I take that back. My theater of the mind is a little bit more cavernous.
No, this
so-
isn't a massive hole. It's like a large hole that a rock fell over. It wasn't like a huge rock that fell
I was
over.
definitely thinking like purple worm burrowing through this
No.
thing, sort of like
I
that
think,
size.
yeah, the Tears of the Kingdom reference may have thrown it off. It's not like actually
Yeah, okay.
massive.
Yeah.
It's large, like a 10-foot wide hole, essentially.
Gosh,
I've been
man,
thinking of the
gotcha.
worm from SpongeBob too, like the whole time we've been talking. I'm like, that's probably the worm from SpongeBob. Yeah, it's the worm from SpongeBob. But it's like, okay, so maybe I messed up. I'm sorry.
This isn't a dune worm size hole either. It's
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
You just turn around, Dad's like, all right, let's go.
okay.
All right.
So
we'll
there's
go
a straight forward ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
This
assume we take
goes
it.
forward for a while. It's not terribly long. It's an easy path for you as well. But then after that, it splits, and there's 3 kind of different pathways that form off of this.
Oh,
There's 3
Absolutely.
paths.
3 paths. All kind of different directions from here.
I'll bring out Mike, set him on my shoulder a little bit and walk forward just so I'm between the 3 and then go into his vision. He has keen hearing.
Mhm.
Just to see if like there's anything that the 3 ways are making sound with or anything.
You can roll perception.
It'd end up just being flat, right? Because of the exhaustion. Or
If you're listening through, yes.
natural 20. I'll take that.
Guys, we should call this
This
episode
is the session.
Nat 20.
Wow.
That's insane.
We rolled a lot of Nat 20s.
I like my Egyptian dice. They're treating me much nicer than Dad's dice right now. I see Anubis and I'm like, thanks, buddy.
You don't hear anything down any of these passages.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything anywhere close.
Okay. With the ping that I got that was down and in a direction, is there anything that seems more likely that it would angle that way? Like just
So these all go off like at a different angle, so none of these are directly in that direction.
okay.
So they're all a little offshoot of it. None of them are going down directly.
How does it
towards
seem this thing?
it, basically.
Yeah, none of them. You're actually moving away from the direction by moving through the straight.
And all 3 seem like it's the same creature that made these holes based off of one. Or like
Possibly.
maybe came back to a common area and then split off, sort of thing,
Possibly.
like multiple times.
Possibly.
I think at this point, Eleonora will get out some paper and start mapping out maybe where like we're going
Okay.
to try and make sure we can keep track if we need to backtrack at all.
Sure.
Good idea.
So she'll just turn to Euphemia and say, pick a direction.
Yeah, I think we just try one at this point. There's no way to know unless we find out. Unless we go.
We'll have to double back, but I'll try to track
Ooh.
this.
You were really good at smelling the acid before. Could you follow something? I guess following acid doesn't necessarily mean we're
I'm
getting
not-
close to
yeah.
a flower. Yeah. Sorry. Trying to
I mean,
think.
we can watch for signs that something is descending, and maybe there are some indicators.
Yes, we do want to go down more.
But
So
we
anything...
won't know until we start
Yes.
somewhere. So maybe we just start on the right and work our way over.
Sure.
Okay. You start with the rightmost passage. Who wants to be the person who calls highs, lows, or mids?
There's 3 options.
There's 3 options, so highs, lows, or mids. There's 3 totals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mids.
You calling
Yeah,
mid?
I'm thinking mids. I'm
Okay.
thinking mids.
Sounds good.
Group
I agree.
calling it. 13.
I was gonna say highs, but maybe not.
So, mids was called. All right, you head down the path, off to the right, the rightmost of where you came from, and begin
Yes.
to journey. Who's the lead at this point?
I
I
think
would-
Euphemia because you can smell, right?
Well, I can't unless I'm wild shaped.
Oh, okay. I guess we can
But I will
together.
also
We usually
leave.
do.
Yeah, I mean, you and
Yeah,
I
we always
can
do.
go ahead if we want.
Yeah.
So Euphemia is the lead. Okay, give me a perception roll.
Okey-dokey.
Can I assist her too?
And also roll.
Okay.
I just walk up to
Ooh.
Eleanor, getting used to the outfit.
21.
It is serviceable for the current situation. Thank you for letting me borrow it.
You're welcome.
23.
21,
good.
23. Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys are walking along, keeping an eye out for anything. Again, this looks like a tunnel that's been
Listening.
crawled through or something. As you proceed forward up a little bit, Winnie, you're the first one to notice as you got 120 dark vision. But up ahead, like around sort of like a bit of a turn in this, it's not a directly straight line you're going through, it's kind of curving at various points. But you notice at one point there is a black substance that is lining the roof of one of these passageways, just on the top of it.
Okay. I would probably stop Euphemia and like stop us, and then be like, and then turn back to everyone and kind of really quietly whisper like, "There's a black substance somewhere. Do we want to go back?"
Reach. Nope.
Is it?
Wait, what is it? Do we know what it
Like
is?
they killed Ren.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Would I
It looks
recognize
kind
this
of black
dog?
and oozy to you.
Yeah. Oh, the ooze monster. Would I recognize? Would Winnie recognize this at all? As like a maybe anything like? Had she
That's
heard
what
of
I was
anything like that or
gonna
seen anything like that?
I've seen nothing.
Give me a nature roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting so. What is going on?
Like, get a
I
bless.
didn't get a nat 20, but I did get. Huh?
Like it's a blessed.
Oh,
Let us
nice.
bless him before he dies to the ooze yet
Kelly
again.
is the only person
Okay,
who did
I
not
mean-
get any blesses tonight.
19. Wait, I haven't gotten any blessings yet. Oh no,
You've
I
not-
didn't. No, I didn't get.
You've gotten 0
Wow.
blessings. Everyone else has gotten at least 2. Rachel's got 3. You've gotten 0.
I'm looking up.
Even I've gotten
22.
2, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you both heard of this. It's a black pudding. It looks pretty big as it lines the top of this. You can't even see the whole thing as it kind of curves around one of the bends. But it's this black pudding that is lining the top of the passage ahead of you. You would know
killed so many
that these
PCs with
are corrosive in nature, and they are an ooze type creature. They're typically considered a huge category size creature. They're very large.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll probably turn everyone around and be like, back, like, and kind of like as we're leaving, be like whisper like, it's a black ooze. I don't know, because even I don't know. Yeah, if she knows that it's like
mean,
really big and that it'd be,
just
I
saying
should probably
it's-
try and
just like an acid ooze on the wall. I mean, why are we scared of it?
like a big ooze. I don't know. It's not. It's like
Oh, is that the thing that
corrosive,
made
too.
the cabins?
It might have been.
yeah. I think it's made of acid. 'Cause it's like corrosive. So I think it's like an acid big thing from what I know about it. So I think we probably shouldn't. I don't think we should encounter it.
You know if it's very fast. Could we?
That's what I was just. Yeah.
Yeah, what I know
We
is
need
you
to get
must
It's
past
not
it.
very fast, but it's lining
Yeah,
the
tell us it.
whole roof of the passage ahead of you.
It's not very fast.
Can we,
But just with the way it is,
set
I don't-
fire? Mhm.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but it from what I can tell, it looks like it potentially take up the whole area.
It
Maybe.
was fun
Stretching.
playing that very stupid to this, like, but I'm terrified.
Very far ahead.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if there's another way we can go, we should
So,
probably try it. Unless the
As you
roads are
turn
starting to
back
go.
and look back towards it, it's beginning to slide closer to you guys in your
Uh,
direction.
Okay, I'll be like, guys, it's getting closer. I think we need to either go. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's like the elemental. Maybe it's just nice and
Nope,
just, just
nope,
trying to
nope,
warn us
nope.
or something.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
Bill.
I don't think so.
Come
So
now.
I'm gonna start like.
yeah, we can start backing away.
Maybe
Like,
Change your tune as soon as you see a baby ooze is all I'm saying.
well, yes,
Nope.
I mean,
Okay, well,
might.
maybe,
There's
but
a pair of us now, so maybe let's not wait too long.
yeah, let's
Mr.
go.
Ooze, we're not trying to fight you. Just want to put that out
I'll-
there as
I'll move everyone
manifesting
backward.
as we're retreating.
I think you're moving
Okay.
back.
Does it seem like it's on to us? Like even if we start backing away, does it, like,
It
keep
seems
following
like
us and-
you guys potentially have reached into its blind sense distance.
Yeah.
So it is
Oh,
moving
so
in
then
your
as we're
direction.
walking,
It's like slowly sliming across the roof of this cavern, this passageway you're going through, and it's just moving 20 feet per round. Or 40, I guess, with the dash, but it's like moving closer and closer.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try and get us out of there. I'm gonna like try and
I
get us
would-
out of there
I
quickly,
would say we-
and basically
yeah.
have everyone be quiet and like
Wait.
let's go.
Jog out. Yeah.
all right, so
Yeah.
you guys hustle back.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess we're
and see
scared
if
of
we can
that
find a
thing so
different route.
slow.
Does it look like it's following us still?
It looks
That's
like
what I'd be wondering if.
you lose track of it if you guys run back. So,
Mm.
okay.
So,
Yeah, so we try a
mean,
different way.
anyone?
We could, or we could try and get rid of it, but I'm not sure how smart that is or not.
I think we should
Would
try
we know
something else
anything
first.
about like if it is vulnerable to some, like with knowing what it is?
You know of no vulnerabilities for it.
Okay.
They're shooting from range at it. If it's just gonna crawl the ceiling. You guys are really scared of this thing.
I mean, with the twistiness of this, you kind of have to be somewhat close to shoot at it, but
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It does just feel very thick right now.
yeah.
I think maybe we know where it is and what it is, and maybe we see if there's a different path that has.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we absolutely
That
have to, we
first.
can think about what we need to do. But I think for now we need to
Good call.
find a different way if we can.
You're
She's
back
trying
up
to,
to
like-
the intersection.
She's trying to like erase the image of this thing just like flopping on all of us.
Yeah. You guys wouldn't have
She's-
noticed it.
she's
That
like-
could have happened.
She's
Oh
like,
my
maybe we
goodness.
go somewhere else, because all she can see is just in her head right now.
That would have been real bad.
Oh, just acid.
I've had it.
Oh.
I've had one
Ugh.
person from like I feel like every campaign I played die from like an ooze creature like this. I feel like they're always a bad sign, like every time.
They're
I
scary.
just,
Yeah.
They're scary.
didn't end
Since
good.
is pretty unnerving. That's not really what you want to see.
Yep.
Semi.
Oozes are
Like,
I
scary.
think I've killed 3 PCs, 2 of the PCs twice with the same thing. Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Those were gelatinous cubes, but
Oh, then
Right,
that
okay.
one, those were John's Cube.
Yeah.
It was the same thing for this one in the Storm King's Thunder one.
oh my gosh, that's funny.
All right. So,
Okay.
They got
So we'll
really
just go-
close to it.
yeah, it's
If we
sliding,
think
but
that
you
is-
guys run
yeah.
off and head back to the
Mhm.
intersection.
We'll just keep an eye out for it, I think, or
Yep.
for
Mhm.
others
That was my thought.
extra
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I would
there's
say-
2 untraveled paths.
We'll start with the middle one now. And
Okay.
work our way over.
Sure.
So you go down that path a little bit. Let me roll for what's down this path. So you walk down this one. Highs or lows?
Guys, Sorry. I don't know.
Highs.
That's
You
fine.
guys pick
Yeah,
whatever you-
go ahead.
Okay. You walk down this path a little bit. You actually go about like 30 feet, and you run into a dead end. Like
Oh.
turn, and it's just like a cave-in
Yeah.
happened here, and it's absolutely just a dead end.
Perfect.
Okay.
That was nice. Quick and
Okay.
simple.
Other way.
Turn back, hustle back towards the last one.
Mhm.
As you look back, the black pudding is reaching the exit of the hole that you guys went down the first time.
You just want to like shoot it. I mean, at this point,
Let's just see what the other one does really fast. Maybe if we can get away from it.
what if we're like fighting 2 things and this thing joins in?
Yes.
I don't know. We can do whatever you guys think. I just want to get away from it.
How far? So the kind of the vague description. I don't want a vague description. I want a specific description. Okay. So like numbers. So if we want to like stand by and shoot it,
Mhm.
how close can we be, or how far away can we be to like be able to shoot at it? And like keep our distance.
Highs or lows,
type of
Rach?
thing. Highs.
Eyes? Okay. You can get typically 20 to 25 feet to have an angle. That's like the max. Otherwise, it's less than that. Distance from it.
Okay,
With the
so if
curves of
it
it.
dashes, it could get to us.
I also have a ray of frost. If it does hit, reduces its movement, so it would help a little bit potentially.
For a turn. Yes.
True.
Okay,
We can
Nay.
try. I
Um,
don't have much range other than like psychic damage.
What are you doing? Are
I
you
don't
stopping
know.
to talk, or are you moving, guys? This is a long
I
conversation as it
think-
is moving, so.
I think when we'd be immediately moving to the next like one, but if
she's
you
going
guys are
the
stopping to
next
fight
tunnel,
it,
I think.
but if you guys want to
we
stop to
should
fight
find
it, then
a
she's gonna
tunnel
stop
first.
to fight with you. But I think she's gonna try to move away
Trying
from
to
it.
move on. I just don't want this thing on our rear when we're fighting something else. That's the only thing I bring up. If we run into something else in front of us.
If you think we should summon fight it, then summon fight it. I just want to move away from it as fast as we can. But if you guys want to fight it, we fight it.
I say we just go down the other tunnel.
All right, we're going down the other
Okay.
tunnel.
As it's drawing really close, you guys book it down that last tunnel. Let me roll for that tunnel. So you go down this pathway a little ways, and you see another quite narrow passageway up ahead. It's going to be another squeeze to get through this section.
I do not want this thing coming up on us while we're squeezed.
It's not a crawl, it's more like a stand and shimmy through type of situation.
Okay.
But it's a very tight spot up ahead. You're hoping
Should we fight it or try and...
You're hoping there's a way out too on the other side. You just see a very thin crack.
We could try and fight it, I guess, here. Or I could go through again and see.
Would Mike be able to fly through, or is it still too narrow for
Too
you?
narrow for flying. Yeah, too narrow for flying.
I don't think so.
And with the time that you guys have spent going down this way, you know that thing likely has made it into the entrance to this cavern. You went down.
Sure.
How many minutes would we say we had? Like, if
Yeah, like if we
like
had like distance to like, if we ran up now and then started like firing at it and like giving room, to like go back.
So, like, if you went back to go fight this black pudding?
Yeah, and then had the whole cavern to like back up.
Skirt it, essentially, is what she's saying.
You guys went about 40 feet down this cavern.
Okay,
and
so
you
not very
cut
far.
to this dead end. So it's moving in at this point. Your choices are, go back and face it, which it's close to you, or try to squeeze through.
Do we? Okay. Oh, these choices suck.
I know. So we have a lot of them this round too. So my brain's a little fried.
I know, my brain is so fried.
With all five of us ready to fight this thing, I think we have a much more advantage on this.
Do it, and even if we have to slow it with your ray to give us
We
a little bit of
know
time.
it's taken care of at that point.
I'll just tell everyone like super quickly, like I can summon my shadow spawn, and it slows movement as well by 20 feet.
Cool.
Sure.
You and I, let's team up on this and try and lock it in place.
All right.
So Eleanor and I will take the front, and as soon as we see it, we'll do our thing, and then have the rest come up behind us and help.
So you're trying to go up to it, or are you waiting back here in the corner?
No,
we'll try to like give us some room to like back up.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So you start to head towards the entrance, which is about 40 feet from where you guys started, and it's entering in. You get to see it about 20 feet from you, and we will pick up there next week.
I didn't know what time it was.
So
I feel like we've done this before too, with a distance thing. Was it the orcs that were fighting?
This is the snail type thing again with the
I was thinking the snail. I
This
was thinking the snail.
This is flashbacks to snail.
I think
fight
we have
for
a
me.
chance to lock it down. I'm just saying, we have potential.
We'll see.
Granted, it's save throws.
We will see. So, everyone can wait till next week to find out as our party of horde hunters gets ready to challenge a black pudding to a fight.
Sounds delicious, actually.
Yes, very delicious. You all look very delicious to it. So, hopefully you can join us next week for a black pudding encounter. Hopefully see you next week. We're going to end this recording, and then we'll raid somebody afterwards. So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you so much. Have a good time with life and everything. And we love you guys.